My grandfather went to the Golden Corral, and he met a woman there, and they are now dating. Which, like, when you're that old, dating really is just companionship.
Yep.
But yeah, I come home from school one day. This was
and we're back.
Yep.
Do this.
I'm live as well.
Yep, same. This is when I was in college. I come home from college one day. Mom goes, "Josh, your grandfather has a girlfriend." I'm like, okay. When did that happen? All right, Wayne. Let's do this.
He's on a phone call.
Damn it.
Yeah, he's do something for his wife real quick. He'll be back.
Any other grandparents' stories?
My grandmother's dating somebody who's probably got dementia.
Julie's grandpa got remarried when he was in his 80s.
Nice.
My grandfather
How old
had
was he?
quadruple bypass surgery.
But he was 87 years old when he got married.
That's pretty crazy.
Papa.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
My
87 years old.
My grandfather, my mom's dad, has really good at creating bastards.
That's that's an interesting.
John Smith.
Yeah, no, my mom has sides because technically my mom and my Aunt Annie are actually bastard children, technically, because they were out of wedlock.
I'm technically a bastard.
And then the only one that's the only two that are legitimate are my Aunt Sarah and Aunt Rachel because my grandfather actually married Catherine. But yeah, no, I have 3 aunts that are technically bastards, and one aunt is actually younger than me.
That's just so weird.
She's 1 year younger than me.
I mean, I have a cousin who I have a not well. I mean, it's kind of weird because like I've got a first cousin that was born like just a couple of years ago. Technically, I mean it's weird. I got cousins because my great aunt on my grandmother's side married someone that's the same age as my dad. Like literally I think exactly the same age. I think they were born on the same day and everything, or at least born within a few days of each other. And their children aren't very much older than me. So they're still technically my cousins, but they would be like, they should, like, generation wise, they should be the same age as my parents, not like the same age as me, except like maybe a little bit older. So that's as weird as it gets as far as my family relations go.
I mean, not me, but I got a buddy of mine whose grandfather has remarried 7 times.
Jeez.
And has been divorced 5 times.
What happened to the 6th one?
Died.
Well, obviously, but
I don't know what more you want from
remember.
it. They died. I have no viewers.
I have one. Thanks, MTG bot.
I have a bot as well, but it doesn't count. I don't think. Because it's a Streamlabs bot. Oh, hey, I got a follower. Yay. You get to be treated to my nice little sound effect and the little thing that pops up.
And also Josh.
It's John Cena.
No, mine's like a little Pokeball. A Pokeball rolls on screen. You get the little Pokeball like capture sound effect, basically.
Listen, you could if you have the money, $350 for a DS and get you Pokemon streams, or just buy an Elgato and wait for the.
If I'm gonna get myself,
Why would he buy a cat?
If I buy myself a capture card, I would get myself, or if I was gonna get myself a capture, I'd get myself a generic capture card so I could play on my Switch on stream.
Yeah.
Because Because I don't even play Pokemon. Like, I don't play regular Pokemon that much anymore. Honestly, I like it, but I don't play it that much anymore.
I believe they said that all main series Pokemon games are going to the Switch now.
Yeah, the
right?
next
Yes.
or the next main
Correct.
series mainline
Yeah.
Pokemon game is going to be on
The
Switch.
last one was
Which is like people don't like people are like, oh, they're still producing stuff for the fucking they're still supporting the 3DS. It's like, yeah, they're supporting it until it runs out of money, but like they can but you can clearly tell that they're planning on moving to Switch only by the fact that the next Pokemon game isn't going to be on a DS. It's going to be on the Switch. Like that by itself should say they're abandoning the two console system in favor of a one console system. Now that's not to say they won't make like a Switch Lite that's mobile only. Like my expectation is that the second generation of Switch consoles are going to have 3 different versions. You're going to have the full on Switch like what I've got, and then you're going to have a home only version and a portable only version.
I'm thinking about getting a Switch. They're about $300 right now.
Yeah, you can get them used in very good condition from Disc Replay for $250.
Oh, nice. And then probably $60 for like Zelda.
All the major titles are basically $60. If you go to GameStop, you can get them used for like 10% off, and if you go to Disc Replay, you get like 20% off.
All right, boys. Sorry about that. My wife's on vacation with all of her teacher friends. They're down in Florida right now on a cruise. So it was just had a phone call with her, and that's the last phone call I'll have with her until next Sunday.
What love? Oh, what love leaving you behind?
Well, it's all women. It's a women's trip.
So, guys' week, we're gonna be playing games all week, correct? We're gonna be running Iron Wall every day this week, right?
To be honest with you, I was probably planning on trying to figure out if I can run it multiple times this coming week. So that might be a possibility.
There will be one day
Alright.
particularly where I will be a no-go because my boss's boss is coming to property.
Oh, legit.
Okay.
The property manager?
So
Or the regional property manager?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So if you guys want to put in the Iron Wall which days you're available
Tuesday.
this week.
It's literally the only day that I'm really available before like 8 o'clock at night.
Okay.
So because
that way. But yes, I'll probably will be running the D&D campaign a little bit more this coming week. So okay.
There's mine.
Monday through Friday, after 5-ish. Okay. Tuesday if we want to run after 4. Okay.
I mean, I guess Thursday works as well because I get off at 6:45 and I can get home at around 7-ish, but that's
Okay.
still a lot later than, after 5.
Yeah. Well, I've learned how to run off a little sleep. Okay, boys and girls, is everyone ready?
E.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Sam, are you alive over there?
I mean, I'm about as alive as what you're going to get.
Man, you work
That's
day
alright.
shift. Why are you like I work fucking nights and I got up on time just fine.
I'll be, if we're being 100% honest, I didn't go to bed until about
6 this morning.
something like that, and we went to Dan's Donuts.
Well,
And I went grocery shopping at like midnight.
that's a you problem.
That's a you problem.
I mean, to also
done
be
fucked
completely also to be completely honest, I don't think I saw that we were doing it this morning. I knew that we were asking, and I said I was good for whatever, and I didn't see what the response was.
10 p.m. is when it was slated. When we slated, or 11 p.m. almost is when we slated it for. Right now.
Yeah, I was at Walmart at the time.
Oh,
Alright,
Batman. For future reference, if you're gonna post the actual time, fucking at everyone that don't just leave that
Yeah.
naked.
Yeah. I'm
Like
sorry
when
about
you
that.
secure a time at everyone to make sure that we all know.
Yeah, I forgot to hit that. I usually do, but I just had forgotten to.
Good.
I will keep that in mind for future.
All right, let's head on into whatever bullshit we're about to experience.
But yeah, just like the bot just did.
Well, the bot's experience. All right, folks. So last we left our Trepid adventurers, you all had gone into the city and conversed with the council and found out that you will be eventually, in about a week's time, or a couple of days' time now, because you spent some time at RJ's fort and whatnot, to go find dragons with the help of the council. But for RJ's lizard men, or one of his fellow thieving individuals, will be retrieving an amulet for Lord Strawling. So in the meantime, while you're waiting for that amulet to arrive, you have gone through the city and done your own little things here and there. Chris and Marianne's characters have found out that there is a evil coven that is stealing dead babies and resurrecting them, or something of the sort, to empower themselves or make their coven bigger. And yeah, you guys left yourselves off at RJ's fortress, dealing with a few different things because you thought one of the council members was stealing your gold.
We just installed our dragon pet.
We also didn't have any gold to steal. So.
Well, it's not that he didn't have any gold to steal. It was more like, what the fuck are you doing in my treasury, buddy?
Yes, you have officially sanctioned 2 individuals with your
three individuals.
yes, your dragon and 2 bodyguards, correct, Sarah?
Yes. It was the crazy.
The crazy bitch. Yes. Her name was Crazy Lucy. Crazy Lucy.
And then what her friend that was like about as big as me.
Yeah, his name was Barrier.
Okay, there you go. So yeah, RG, I come back and it's like, so these are the new people that will watch over the vault while I'm gone. Oh, plus the dragon.
And the dragon's name is Iggy now.
As in Azalea?
God damn it. Yeah, sure.
I was thinking Iggy Pop, not Iggy Azalea, personally.
Well, I just named it Iggy
Yeah.
the Northern Wind, if memory serves me right.
Yes.
Yes. So, yes, you have those 3 now guarding your guys' treasure vault, and dealing with those things. So yes, that's where we last left you guys off. You were at RJ's fortress. What would you like to do?
With freshly installed staff.
Yes.
I don't know. I guess we can head back to the city. We still have like a whole week?
You have about 5 days or so, because 2 days have passed.
Let's go deal with this coven.
Yeah, that's probably.
Personally, unless it's on the way, we should take care of the Thieves Guild first so that we can finish up for the Iron Wall task of shoring up the trade routes.
Oh yeah, let's go steal from the Thieves Guild. This sounds like a great idea.
All 5 of us? That seems like a little too many cooks in the kitchen.
No, we're gonna need it. Let's go.
Worth of things that we
Yeah.
need to steal.
Yeah, you don't understand what we need to steal, buddy.
Yeah, we're not just stealing like a thing. We're like raiding a compound and stealing a bunch of shit back that was stolen by a large group of people.
Okay, so
This is not a stealth mission, more than likely.
okay, so this is more of a
Go fight kill mission.
Right.
Yeah.
okay.
Depends on.
Which is why I'm even more skeptical about this being a good idea, because, you know, fucking with the Thieves Guild usually doesn't go over well.
The Thieves Guild.
No, we
Oh,
have
what?
to. We have to secure the trade routes that we
What?
need to secure. Like this is we're forced into this position because of politics. So
I mean, didn't we have the option of going with a different family?
Yeah, but they weren't giving me a dinosaur, so I didn't go with them.
And also,
So you fucking Shanghai us into fucking with the Thieves Guild so you can have a dinosaur that you could probably have bought with the money you got from the deal anyway.
Well, the other one was I had to do something else illegal, so
And
it was
also, in
illegal
fair-
either way.
Well,
In
also,
fairness, you guys were gonna have to fuck with a mage.
I would rather fuck with a solitary mage than a network of trained criminals. Because the thing is that the mage doesn't keep crawling out of the woodwork like trained fucking killers do.
That's
I don't
true.
know. Are you, Desmond? Are you scared of all little thieves?
I'm not scared of thieves. I just don't want to be fucked with for like the rest of my goddamn life.
Yeah, I'll outlive
Then
them.
then
It's fine.
keep ushering him in to the next stage until they realize they don't want to be ushered in anymore.
Quick question, Desmond. What does your religion say about false life as I pet my new metallic bird?
Well, it's
False.
not technically false life because
So-
it's a celestial creature.
What's it called? False life isn't the issue. The issue is undeath.
Gotcha.
Like specifically undeath, because Kalimvor finds undeath an abomination against death itself, because it's more than just cheating death. It is like a big middle finger to death itself. Because cheating death is something else entirely. Because cheating death is along the lines of like you are defying the time in which you were supposed to die, but at that point you're not. That's not really the time in which you're supposed to die. Because Kalimvor would prefer that everybody die of natural deaths as opposed to deaths of battle. But if you die in battle, that's its own thing, especially if you're a warrior. But
would
like
like to
if
go
you're
over that.
fucking like you die and then someone like fucking raises dead on you, is like no, don't raise dead on people. Let dead bodies lie. That's the big thing.
So Delibird is fine.
Yes. Well, he's also celestial, so like that's
He's
different.
super fine.
Like he's a conjured being. He's not a fucking like undead. The big thing is that with undead is that with Kalimvor is like you should let those who have fallen lie. If they're dead and they've accepted death, then you leave their body the fuck alone.
Got it.
Like you give them their last rites. You might give them a grave or a funeral pyre or something like that, but you don't raise their fucking dead body to fight for you, because that's fucked up.
Fucked up, man.
Speaking of dead bodies and such, there is a coven that's doing that. Small.
Yeah, which is we're gonna deal with eventually, and it's irritating me that we're not dealing with that first. But like, I can understand why we're not dealing with it first. So let's go fucking deal with this fucking thieves guild, because fucking
Politics and dinosaurs, right?
and politics and dinosaurs. Yeah, whatever.
Can I haven't tasted dinosaur yet.
I'm sure that they actually have it served up somewhere.
I don't know.
I feel like Brontosaurus would be a really, really easy way to farm meat. They grow up pretty fucking fast, and they get really fucking big.
All right, folks. So,
After
So,
talking,
before,
The butchering one of those might be an issue.
before we leave, I walk over to Josh's character. So, we gonna talk about how you required such bird?
I acquired it. I believe I found it on the floor, and I took it back to my shop, looked at it, cast Find Familiar on it, and
I think that's
it
a passable enough thing. Yeah. So familiar. Are you not aware of how familiars are made as an arcana someone who deals in the arcana?
No, I do.
Well, then you should know how to get one.
yeah, Connor, you can tell he's telling the truth 100% to you.
It's just
I mean, if it'll take to you, I suppose you can have him. He was yours, or
Was it?
barbarian, no like magic shit.
No, it's fine. It's
He prefers smash with big sword.
Or big fist.
Okay.
It's fine. Just know you owe me a favor, and I walk away.
oh, okay.
Wait, so like, why is he? What's going on with this? Like,
His bird. I had a construct in my bag that was a mechanical hawk that I found at RJ's keep. in the laboratory,
In the lab. Yeah.
and somehow it disappeared from my backpack. And now it is a familiar to Josh's character.
We'll discuss stealing from party members later. Before we go steal from the Thieves Guild, I feel like this is a little ironic.
No, I just said I'm fine with it. He just owes me a favor, but Josh,
Okay.
just know that's strike 2 against
Yeah,
me.
so all this thievery is starting to get my lawful neutral alignment a little. It's like stop it.
I'm just shaking my head.
I'm gonna shank a
like
motherfucker with
it
a big ass sword. Let's go.
Like I understand this is for the greater good, but fucking like, can we keep this shit to a minimum?
Okay.
I don't know how I feel about it. It's in my keep, but I'm a rogue.
I mean, it's kind of along the lines of like it's more along the lines of like, did you really care what was going to be done with that?
I was planning on fixing it, and
Not you, the fucking original owner of it. Because like you, it's like, oh, you had something that was stolen from you that you initially took from something that wasn't yours,
well, I found it in the laboratory, is what it was.
which is also not yours.
Yeah, that's mine.
All the current tenant is me.
Yes, but you're a tenant, and that was
In
not
the
until
lab.
after that was already taken.
The lab
movie-
is different. It's not by the keep.
Yeah. The lab, not the Keeps lab.
Yeah. So
The
RJ,
Bears.
yeah, RJ
Bears.
owns, RJ owns an estate, which is like way the fuck away from the keep.
Yes, and it's full of all kinds of fun stuff.
We
Of
go
which
there.
people stole or drank or spilled on their arm.
Or spilled
He
on-
didn't spill it on his arm; it attacked his arm.
It attacked my arm and then latched itself onto it.
Okay,
And
Thieves
speaking
Guild.
of which, by the way, can we get this removed sometime?
The fact that it's named kills me.
It's a
I mean,
doomfist.
I
Darian,
need my phone.
Crazy Lucy even.
Also,
tried
can
to
we get
make
Phil's
a phone.
birthday man in the chat for Connor?
Yeah, feels birthday, man.
Feels birthday.
Bill's birthday.
It's like an hour-long sentence. Sorry.
That's what I fucking get with like when Clay posts Snapchats of fucking like him at work where he like has like 10-second snaps back to back.
Yeah.
It's like, what the hell? I don't need to see you
You guys
petting
just saw
dogs
that
for a
video.
minute and a half. Like,
I do.
All right.
My favorite apps.
So, you guys have decided to go after the Thieves Guild. As you all band together and begin to make your way back to the city of Fracture, you make it there, and I will change it to you guys walking around in the streets. You have made it there. It's about midday, and you don't really know that much information about the Thieves Guild or where the loot really is being hidden. So you guys are probably going to have to kind of figure this out.
I use Delibird's perception to scour the city.
Okay. How long would you all like to spend trying to investigate, discover?
I mean, we're not in a hurry, so we might as well just take the full hour. And I don't think there's any consequences for failure, are there? Really? Like we're just
No.
looking around
I'm
mostly.
just gonna walk into the Thieves Guild.
Well, I mean, have
He's
you
got a
ever
criminal
made-
contact, so he could easily figure out where the Thieves Guild is located without issue.
Yeah,
I-
he can RJ can figure out where the main headquarters of the Thieves Guild is located. at.
Lord Draxus, would you like to instruct us on how to contact such people?
Musashi just follows Lord Draxus.
So does Link.
So, RJ, as you are walking the streets, out of nowhere, your criminal contact Drez appears to your
Drez.
side. My lord, what will you have
Mr.
me do?
McClanahan.
I need to know where the Thieves Guild is.
The headquarters? Would you like me to put in a good word for you? Be speaking with the head of the Thieves Guild or just the location?
Put in a good word for me.
I will do that.
Where's
Give me
my-
an hour and I will return.
Thanks.
And he very easily disappears in the crowd, and you lose him shortly thereafter. You guys wait for about an hour, wandering the streets, doing different things, and
Singing do what diddy dum diddy do.
yeah, Connor, you fail. As you are waiting, Lord Draxus, you see Drez returns there shortly after with an
nice.
envelope. And this envelope is pretty plain. It basically says that the head of the Thieves Guild will have an audience with you if you are willing to meet him at night at a certain location.
Perhaps we could solve this
Oh, boy.
without need for blood.
Okay.
And Drez also hands you a silver dagger.
I'm gonna peek over his shoulder. Is like, does that say you have to be there alone?
It does not. It
Okay,
does not
cool.
work.
Then you can have your entourage.
Yes. And I will.
Yes.
I am a lord, and these men are my personal bodyguard.
Two big fuck off dragonborn, a fucking dwarf. It's just like a
Let's do
fucking.
this.
It's just like, I don't really think I want to start a conflict here.
And Drez just passes these few words to you, Lord Draxus. My lord, he says this is a gift, and hands you the silver dagger.
Ah.
And he's saying else.
What exactly did we have to steal for the Thieves Guild again?
A warehouse of materials
Oh, okay.
That was
That they
stolen
stole
from
from the
another
family.
person.
from the family we're trying to make a trade deal with.
Yeah. Hmm.
So wait till night when we have to meet them.
If you guys want to.
I mean, I got dick all else that I'm doing.
I guess we can take an hour and search so we can try and find the warehouse.
Would you all
We
like
have
to
time.
do that?
Yeah.
Sure.
Rather than just wasting the time just sitting around waiting, we can try and find the warehouse beforehand as well.
Yes, you guys take a hour of searching around to places that you think would be very feverish and all. Josh, with the
Yes.
assistance of your newly found celestial hawk, you are able to discern a location that you see roguish-like individuals walking in and out of a great deal from time to time, and you correlate this information with Lord Draxus, and you guys are pretty sure that this is the warehouse that is the place where the storage is held.
Neat.
Okay. We can go to the warehouse and figure out where, and just scope it out real quick.
Are we all stocked up?
Stocked up for what?
A battle?
Oh, we're battling. We're scoping it out. We're not doing anything illegal here.
Okay.
We're just gonna walk by it.
All right. Just gonna walk right by it.
Yep. We're just gonna
All
scope
right.
it out, see what it looks like.
So, as you guys make your way to the storage area that you believe it is, it takes you a decent amount of your day to get there, because you have to cross mostly the whole entire city to enter there. So, nighttime has started to come. You still have a few hours till the meeting time
Oh, he is.
Uh,
oh, he's doing it on purpose.
with
Sorry,
the head.
just kidding. He's doing it on purpose.
Yeah, storage has giant storage written across it. But you guys are overlooking this area. As you can see, it looks like a warehouse of sorts. There's a few guards outside guarding the front door, basically, and you can see a few other guards walking around, but it's not too heavily armored or overwatched.
I use my
Heroes
so
never die.
I use my bird, and a part of the spell, Find Familiar, says that I can look and hear through its being, and I use it to fly around the storage facility to scope it out.
Okay, make a perception check for me.
With whom?
With your hawk. It's the one you're using your eyes through.
With advantage, because perception gets advantage.
20. What are you
All right, I'm
looking
back.
for?
Sorry about that.
Let's start with what is being stored here.
You can see the outside of it. You really can't tell what's inside.
Uh,
Unless you look to attempt to get inside of the warehouse.
No,
no? Okay.
not before we meet with them. We're not going to try and do anything.
How many guards are outside of it?
Total of 5.
Okay, that's
Um,
Hey, real quick. Sorry. I don't mean to interrupt. I was looking something up for rule purposes. Real quick, for those of you who are spellcasters, you can only. I read this up because I've done it once. You can't cast a spell that's a bonus as a bonus action on a turn that you've cast a spell as a standard action unless that standard action spell was a cantrip. Just FYI.
Good to know.
Okay.
So the requirements for casting 2 spells in one turn is 1 spell has to have a casting time of 1 bonus action. You've not used your bonus action for anything else. The other spell, i.e. the one you use your standard action for, is a cantrip, and the other spell has a casting time of 1 action. So you have to have a 1 action casting cost cantrip and 1 other spell as a bonus action. So like me, for example, can cast a cantrip and my spiritual weapon in the same turn. But I couldn't cast spiritual weapon and cure wounds in the same turn. Sorry, continue.
I think that will be it.
Okay.
And then I dismiss my familiar into my pocket.
Okay. Yeah, he disappears into his little dimensional doorway and disappears. Would anyone else like to do anything while you're standing here overlooking the storage area?
Was I given inspiration and I didn't know it?
Yeah, so what I've done since you mentioned that, Chris, I assumed you guys would just have your character sheets on or up all the time.
Yeah.
I just put inspiration in there. I just marked it for you.
All right.
Unless you want me to tell you about
Yeah,
it.
let me, because I thought I may have accidentally clicked it, because I can click it and enable it as well as a thing. So I wasn't sure. I wanted to verify.
Yeah,
So.
everybody who did really good at role playing last time, I've given you inspiration.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
This time around.
And that's just you get to roll at advantage.
Yeah,
time.
you can spend inspiration to make something an automatic advantage, and it supersedes everything else.
Yep.
It's the only type of advantage that does that, but you can use, like, even if you would have, because normally if you have disadvantage and advantage, they just cancel each other out. No matter how many times you get disadvantage or advantage, they only count once a piece, and they cancel each other out. Inspiration counts as you get advantage on it, period.
No matter what.
No matter what. And if that's not actually the rule, and that's the way I've always ruled as a GM, because that makes inspiration worth it in a lot of cases, because you could put yourself from a bad situation to a good situation using it, as opposed to a bad situation to a neutral.
So, would anyone else like to do anything, or would you like to head to speak with the head of the Thieves Guild?
I'm just providing muscle right now. Because this isn't my quest.
Let's scope it out and see how heavily guarded it was and the access points, so that we bid you.
I will provide verbal
How sure
support.
are we that it's stored here? Like basically 100%.
You're like 80% sure.
Okay.
You're not 100%. You're pretty much there, but I mean there is some doubt that there could be other places.
So yeah, we can meet with the head of the.
Okay. I'm just gonna leave this picture up. Anyways, so you guys head out, departing towards the location that was marked on the little note for you, Lord Draxus. As you arrive, there is a lone man standing in the middle of I wouldn't say alleyway. It's in between a couple of buildings. It's a bigger area. You could fit like 3 or 4 people in there. But it's one man standing alone as you approach you.
Right.
I'm gonna make a perception check to see if there's anybody else hiding in the shadows and stuff.
Okay.
That
I'll do the same.
that wasn't great.
Yeah.
You
I don't
rolled
notice
for me as well,
anything. If,
Batman.
oh well, he might.
Well,
Hey! Oh, that wasn't me.
All these averages.
And then Darren comes in.
Darian, Rogar, no like sneaky bullshit.
Everyone else, you are not able to see or spot anyone else except for Rogar. You are able to spot that there are probably about 10 other people hidden away in the shadows that you can kind of make out their images here and there. Some look heavily armored, others look like they could just be normal pedestrians walking by. They all are watching you currently, including the one individual standing before you.
Okay.
But he says nothing. He waits for you to initiate the conversation.
I'll say hello.
That's a good foot forward.
Hello from the other side?
howdy there.
I hate that song so much.
So
So do I.
And it's not even because it's a bad song. It's just because it promotes an idea that fucking I don't know. I don't want to get into it. Not on stream.
Music
Not on
politics.
Oops, that's not what I went to click.
All right. So the
Okay,
individual
one.
smiles at you, RJ. Well, hello back. I see you have brought your entourage of support.
Yeah, I brought a few friends. Is that okay?
Oh, that is fine.
He
Oh,
brought his
well,
own.
good.
I'll
Smile.
point-
Hey,
I'll point that out. It's
continue.
like, well, he brought his own, so I mean, I would have hoped it was okay.
I spoke with your contact, Drez. He seemed a very reliable individual. What can I do for you, Lord Draxus? As he kind of bows before you, but it's a mocking bow.
I have a deal for you.
Hold on, guys.
God damn it.
You are in possession of some items that I need, and I think that we can make a deal here. Since I own a keep, and I can give you some land over there to start another thieves guild.
If
I'll
I
give it
may
my dad.
also chime in, this deal would allow for greater trade between this city and the outside world, leading to more possibilities for you to conduct business
In between the two cities.
in between the two cities and on those trade routes as well.
Am I to understand you are the ones who come from the south?
We are.
And how strong are your thieves guilds in the south, I wonder?
Well, if I may say something, we have a criminal from the Thieves Guild in the south that has been able to infiltrate into here without too many issues and provide information to our leader here.
You mean that Drez fellow? Yes, he is skilled, I give him that.
The
What
art of
all do you provide within your keep?
Sorry, what was the question?
What will you grant me?
Land to create another thieves guild over there. A satellite campus, if you would. Oh wait, they don't know what satellites are.
Really?
Satellite's a bit of term for longer than we've had like
Yeah, it's been satellite. You could have a
Because,
satellite state.
like the moon itself is a satellite.
Okay.
Satellite just means something that revolves around something else, basically.
Hmm.
We've just put artificial satellites in the air, man-made ones.
And what do you think I have of yours? I do not believe I have had my men procure any goods from the state of Lord Draxus.
He did not say his particularly. He did say that's something he could use or needs.
That's fine, he can make it. It's actually not my goods. that I need back. You have indeed not stolen anything from me yet. I'm sure that you will, and I wish you good luck in that. I'm actually looking for some goods that were procured from the Balgruff family. Wait, is that right? What's the last name?
The Baratukes.
The Baratukes.
The Baratuk family. Yes. We may have acquired some of their materials. What does this have to do with you?
They're the family that we're trying to make a trade route with. And they want the materials back in order to finish up the deal that would end in a favorable way for me.
And as I said, opening these trade lanes would also allow you guys more opportunities to conduct your business either along those trade routes or against those trade routes.
Yes.
So this would end up in even without the offers that he's making, this would end up favorably for you, I feel.
I will not deny that this trade does seem favorable in my profession. As you would know, Lord Draxus, being a fellow thief and rogue yourself. But how can I trust a word of a man that I've never seen steal anything? I will make you a bet.
All right.
You go against one of my best thieves. And if you can beat them in a thieving contest, I will accept your deal. And you shall have all of the warehouse. The goods within it, of course, not the warehouse. And be on your way. And I will send a few of my contacts to begin to establish a thieves guild within your fort. And
Perfect.
I will promise not to take anything of yours in particular, since we will become business partners.
Yes.
Very well.
Should he fail?
Should he fail, well, I don't think you want to know what happens then.
Well, I asked, so I do.
There's more than one reason I have these men with me.
I apologize for Rogar. He's a bit forward.
You all will be staying here, as your lord will be challenged against one of my best. In the meantime, we will stay here and wait until they return. If he succeeds, then we continue. If we do not, well, you all shall die here.
It's a bold
Well,
claim.
That is a very bold claim. I look forward to it.
I just bare my teeth from under my hood.
And if you think that I fear death, you do not know my church well enough.
Well, we shall see. And he turns back. Loki, come forward.
Out of character, real
Where's
fast.
Thor?
Darian, do you have the ability to be taken back for free yet, or is that not?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So you actually are like, okay, I'm just gonna drag your body to fucking the Church of Clemvor, and they're gonna be like, yeah, we need to raise him.
Wait a minute. The church that hates undeath.
It's raising. Resurrection is not undeath.
Okay.
Resurrection is returning somebody back into the service of their god in this case.
Gotcha.
It's raising
Resurrection is
it's disturbing the dead as opposed to
It's
to
undeath versus bringing someone back to life.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
No, he's basically a marine. He doesn't die. He just goes back to respawn and regroups.
yeah.
Oh, there went RJ.
Rip.
Is he
Oh,
home
well,
or something?
he logged into Roll20.
Yeah,
Okay.
he must be home.
Yeah, he's home.
Yeah, he must be home. All right, while he's logging in, I'm going to use the restroom really quick. I'll be right back.
Hey.
All right, there we go. On my PC now, baby.
Hey, he just
Back
went
home
to the
safely done.
bathroom.
Oh, he did? Perfect. Okay.
Can you
Right.
do-
I have inspiration, so
Yeah,
I
we all
mean,
have it. I think we all have
I
inspiration,
was about
honestly.
to say,
I do
mean,
not.
because you weren't here last time. I mean,
I mean, I was here last time, but I mean, I did dig all last time.
Yeah, you didn't really
because
do a whole lot.
I was just kind of there.
You gotta
I
find
didn't
stuff
do
to do,
inspiration.
man.
I mean, my character. Well, I was with Drez while we were doing, or not Drez, Draxus while we were making trade agreements. So it was lord on lord conversation, not really what I could.
Yeah, I mean that's what I said. Is like, I mean, I could have gone with him, but instead I chose to go do stuff for my church.
yeah, we gathered information.
You could find. I mean, I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
I know you're not a monk, but you could probably find something similar to like a monastery as far as your religion goes.
I do not have a religion.
You should get a religion before I smite you. Then those who are without religion are unfavorably seen in the eyes of Kalimvor.
I also do not have a religion.
Fucking, it's not like the real world. There are like we have definitive evidence there are gods. I can do magic because of them.
I mean, I'm pretty certain that
You're right.
there's
It's
some
not like the
fast-
real world, but there is an explanation to being atheist in this game.
Yes, there is.
Well, I feel like atheism in this game would be more hatred towards gods rather than denial.
Yes.
I mean, it would fit my backstory. So since my backstory is not really well known, then that's how it is.
I mean, like, or you could find yourself some sort of training grounds.
what'd you say?
Let's have you returned home.
Yes, I'm home on my
Awesome.
computer now.
Cool. So you can roll for yourself for this.
Oh boy, because I know I'm so good at rolling. So
You
Hey,
are,
you're
a
bet- you're-
legend.
Better than I am.
Look,
All right.
I'm just saying, your opponent's name is Loki, so good luck.
yeah, I know.
I'm just waiting for Thor to pop up.
Yeah,
Oh.
hammer.
If we lose, we'll probably see Thor.
You aren't wrong.
You aren't wrong. You're close.
I mean,
Th-
if it's
does
Thor,
that
then
mean-
that means he has a hammer of returning. In which case, I am so taking that.
So does that mean that the leader that we're talking to is Odin?
Possibly.
Possible. You don't know his name.
Somebody else can have Odin's knife. As much as that's a really cool item, it doesn't really help me out that much.
All right. So what are the rules here?
The rules are simple. I may have set up a trial beforehand, saying that we are going to have two faithful followers of the undead god.
Is
He
not
does.
okay. I'm gonna stop you right there. This is my god is literally the most against undeath of every god in the multiverse.
He does it mockingly towards you, Chris and Darian. He
Like-
actually even does your sign of your god.
Come on, man.
He basically just
Like this
does
is in
the-
characters. I'm at this point. I'm not even mad. I'm just like, really, dude. Like that's literally the antithesis of my god.
He says that while basically doing the sign of the cross.
We
Like
shall
an
have a
asshole.
contest to the Church of Columbo and back. You must retrieve one brick off the side of the church and return it here. I have an agent already waiting, and he will be able to tell me who arrived first, who will get back first.
Can I just send my bird? Because
Think he has to
flying
do
is
this alone.
faster.
So it's a race.
It is a race.
Oh, okay.
You're a
You
rogue.
accept?
Yes.
I hope your
Confused.
athletics do good.
Not my athletics.
May I speak with him before he leaves?
Aye, I will permit an audience. Oh,
Hey, hey, psst, psst, psst. Have some bless.
You know what's the best? RJ, you even have inspiration, if memory serves me right.
Yep.
You have inspiration and you have bless.
Have some
It's about to go
bless.
down, boys.
So I'm gonna bless him. Damn. I really wish I can get away with bless like this because I mean like yeah, there's definitely like a an aspect of it like I could hide as long as we're kind of like private. I would like to bane the other guy, but I don't think I could get away with that without them noticing.
Hey,
I can cast darkness. Do you have... No, you can't. Never mind.
We're doing something with a bunch of rogues. I don't think darkness is really going to do much. To
Magical
them.
darkness means they can't see. Period.
At all.
Neither could he, unless you have
Who
Devil's
else
Sight.
is seeing?
That would be Rogar. He just hands you his fucking holy symbol. It's like if they ask any questions, just show that and bluff your way through it. Good luck.
I mean, if we want to prep a little bit more ahead of time, I could induct you if we have an hour and 10 minutes. I could induct you into our order, and you get an additional D4 on all of your checks as well.
Stop proselytizing.
You don't have.
I don't know if we can wait now.
So you would get 2D4 on all of your checks additional, which would actually be really disgusting.
All right,
Stop
so
proselytizing.
No.
We're min-maxing the shit out of this.
we are.
Hey man,
All right.
I don't want if I can avoid fighting, I actually will. It's kind of part of my character. Like I will usher people into the next life, but like combat is not considered a natural means of death unless you were a warrior and you're subscribed to a warrior god.
Yeah. So as you guys are doing whatever you're doing, Loki approaches a hooded figure. But
I'm
you
going
can
to switch
tell
to my
it's a
phone for a second so I can go downstairs and do some stuff while this is happening. Give me a second.
Okay.
Just, it's not going to
You can
take...
tell it's a female individual. As she RJ, she makes eye contact, and you just feel I don't know.
That's also the other one I went to do as well, is that. So, because that's the one that deals with ability checks, blesses on attack and damage rolls. And attack and saving throws. So you have D4 on attack rolls, D4 on saving throws, and D4 on ability checks. But you only get the ability check once, so because that's a cantrip, unfortunately. Wouldn't that just be a reflex save? Oh, I guess. Slipping and catching yourself? Yeah, that's definitely a reflex save. And as far as like, if we're talking like what would constitute a balance check, like if you're talking like 3.5, that would be acrobatics. Acrobatics has balance checks. Survival's like tracking and like stuff like that primarily. Don't forget to add a D4 to that, or if you want to, you can add a D4 to one ability check. Yeah.
From what you can tell, she does take an arrow to the leg. It slows her down. You're able to pass her again. Make an acrobatics check to do the next section.
Can I make a perception check first to see if I see wherever that's coming from?
I'll let you make both.
Okay.
Make an acrobatics and a perception.
Yeah.
You easily gain the lead on Loki. You're pretty much to the Church of Columvor, and can't tell where the arrow or the knife came from. You're assuming it was in front of you, now kind of behind you, but it's hard to tell for you. And you have made it to the Church of Columvor. It's right in front of you. You have two choices. You can attempt to lunge right at the church and like take a brick right off the side, or you can go to the roof where you can see some of the stones are more easily able to be removed.
We'll do the easily removable ones on the roof.
Okay, make another acrobatics check to be able to climb up to the roof and start wedging out. You're easily able to get up to that roof. It takes you about a minute or two to like scrabble around. You see a rogue on the bell tower watching you from above. You can assume that he's from the Thieves Guild. And you are able to obtain a brick. Loki started at the bottom and has been trying to pull a brick loose, but hasn't been able to succeed. So I'll have you make an acrobatics to be able to try to make your way across. Would you like to go the same route that you took coming here, or would you like to take the streets?
Yeah, we'll take the same route.
Okay, so make another acrobatics check to be able to see what you can do. Rough. As you are starting to slide down the side of the roof of the church and fall, or not fall, but slide your way down to the ground, your foot slips, and you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as you smash yourself very hard on the ground. You get up and you begin to make your way once more. somehow Loki has still not gotten a brick. She's struggling real hard.
Glad I didn't choose that way. Phew.
She's
Yeah.
riding the struggle bus.
So I'll have you make another acrobatics to get your way back up on the roofs and start making your way. You do. You successfully get back on the roofs and you start zigzagging your way back towards the original location of the start line. And I'll have you make a perception check because you feel like something's watching you. Barely are you able to see out of your left flank a individual who has a bow has been trained on you, and you can kind of tell he's going to release an arrow towards you. That's about all you can make out of him. Would you like to just continue on, try to dodge his incoming fire, or engage him?
Let's see. I'll just go and try to dodge the incoming fire.
Okay. Make another acrobatics check to see if you are able to continue zigzagging while not taking fire.
It's only one time. I can't roll this many times without eventually having bad ones.
This arrow actually does hit you. It pierces straight through your armor and does 4 points of piercing damage
Correct.
as it stabs into your side. You stagger pretty hard as you kind of slip off the side of and land on like a balcony, and you kind of stumble off a balcony and don't fall to the ground, so you don't take any damage. But you're on the street level now. You can kind of hear the distant footsteps of Loki starting to approach, but you guess she's about 2-3 buildings back from you still. Now you're on the street, so you could take the street path if you'd like to. It could be almost as fast as the roofs, but
Yeah,
you don't
we're
know.
just going on the street
Okay.
the rest of the way.
So make an athletics check for me to see your sprinting ability. Damn, 17.
I had to roll an 18 for that too. It's a -1.
Well played. You easily stay ahead of Loki, moving very quickly as you had pulled that arrow out, kind of bitching and moaning about arrows being shot and stabbed at you. As you're about 3/4 of the way there, you hear a cry of a woman on the top of the roofs. You assume it's Loki, and it sounds bad. Do you continue on towards the finish line, or do you go back to see if he needs help?
I'll go back.
You'll go back. Okay.
Oh, the good guy. No.
He's,
good.
He's
I am-
chaotic
He's
good.
playing coy.
I'm good.
You're a thief.
RJ, make acrobatics to climb your way up to the roof. You are able to get on the roof. You're struggling a little bit, but you get on the roof. About 2 roofs away from you, you see Loki engaged in combat with 2 individuals. One with knives. The other is the asshole who shot you in the side with a bow. Will you engage them or leave her to die?
I'll engage him. I'll shoot an arrow at the one with a bow.
Okay. Make your attack roll.
Big bucks, no whammies.
So, okay. I need to think about everything that I get here. So I get to roll at advantage.
Yes,
Not
and
because of the
you.
thing, but because of my assassinate.
Yeah.
So I'm
They
gonna
do
roll at
not.
advantage.
Yeah, they don't spot you right now because you're surprising them.
Okay.
23.
23.
Holy shit.
And that's an
23.
automatic crit if it hits because of assassin.
Yes, it does. So automatic crit. So you get to roll your damage again.
Okay.
All damage dice again.
Yes. So I get to roll 3d6.
Yes.
Yep.
So
Oh
I'm
my
at
gosh.
27 damage.
You expertly draw your bow back and put all your hatred into this arrow, Lord
You already hit
Drax.
me once, so fuck
Because
this
you're
guy.
pissed at this dude. And you let this thing loose as he's about to shoot an arrow at Loki. That arrow of yours drives straight through his eye into his skull, and you see him fall off the roof and smack really hard on the pavement, as basically his brains just go everywhere. So he's dead. 100% to rights. He's dead. There's one individual left. You can tell Loki is struggling because she has like 3 arrows in her side right now, and you can tell she's been stabbed once. She's barely holding her own currently with this
Connor Kenway
individual in
over
front
here.
of her.
Actually,
shoot the other guy too.
now
Does
that
he
I
see
think-
me?
oh my god, I just realized.
He does not see you. He takes a swing at Loki and misses. Loki is able to stab him and kind of hold him in position. So you have advantage and everything on this one too. He doesn't notice you.
All right, cool beans.
Roll
23.
damage dice again.
Also,
Oh
Hawkeye
my
crit.
god, yes. So roll your damage die.
3d6, baby.
Ooh.
Ooh, the one.
The one,
Yep,
but that's
3d6.
okay.
But 2 max
Um,
damages.
You easily plunk that arrow straight through his throat, and you
That was
can-
the same amount of
and
damage both
Loki is like freaks out a little bit as the arrow is kind of like a couple inches away from her face, as he just falls over and slides off the roof, and she looks at you, and you feel satisfaction.
So I
Lord
would like to point out
Draxus.
real fast that both of his attack rolls were the same both times, and he rolled the same amount for total damage both times.
I know, right?
18, 23, and 27.
Collusion.
I'm scared now of RJ's character.
Dude, assassins do lots of damage. They are deeps.
They're deeps for sure.
Single target deeps. That's what they do.
And you see satisfaction and like acknowledgement of your accomplishments from Loki, Lord Draxus, and as she willingly drops her brick off the side of the roof and kind of beckons you to finish the race.
Onward.
And you can kind of see she's just pulling arrows out her side right now. You easily, without noticing that Loki's not challenging, you pretty much just like nonchalantly walk your way back with pride. And you arrive to the finish line as you hop off. Loki's not too far behind you walking. The guild leaders, he looks confused, but waiting to see what has to be said. As you easily cross the finish line first, and Loki's behind you, and he looks at her. Loki, did you let him win? And she smiles at him and comes up and whispers something in his ear. And he looks at you. Am I to understand, right, that you saved your opponent's life?
Yes.
Well, from my understanding, it was a race. Usually the participants of a race don't die.
No, they usually don't. Why, thank you, kind stranger. But now, business partner, you have won our bet and dispatched 2 individuals that would be a nuisance to us. I will accept your deal. I will send my people to begin to offload the stolen goods from our warehouse to the Baratuks.
Awesome.
Lord Draxus, the man of few words.
So I had this thought. I can't believe I made this comparison without actually making the comparison. So I talked about how like his estate and stuff like that's kind of like the villa from fucking Assassin's Creed. He's literally an assassin.
Yeah.
Like he is Ezio. He is the lord of an estate. He is an assassin. He's dealing with all these business deals and building up his fucking estate. He is literally Ezio.
Ezio Auditore,
Alrighty.
the badass.
Well, I look forward to doing business with you in the future, and go ahead and send some people over to start setting up the Thieves Guild in. I made it a new. What was the name of it? I made the name.
It's on the top of your spreadsheet.
Yeah, I need to find my spreadsheet.
You made a spreadsheet?
I'm working on making one. I didn't. do
Okay.
much.
Welcome to what happens when you give our party fucking property.
Oh, I know. Trust me, I was involved in the monopoly.
We make spreadsheets.
Play
Well,
D-
just make sure I have access to it, RJ, and I'll help you control it.
Iron River Keep. Is the
The
name.
Iron River Keep. So it went
Yes.
from Fort Hope to the Iron River
Yes.
Keep. All right.
And then I'm working on a treasury thing that I can just that way I can balance.
We have
the treasury
500
every
gold
once
right
in a
now.
while. I
Yeah.
know.
Party treasury.
I have deposit withdrawals and then make different accounts as well that people can have. So that we can just
My
keep our money
God,
separate
man.
but together with the dragon.
Oh, see, I was doing that because I'm the actual treasurer.
Do you have it done?
I don't have it done yet. No, I'm
Okay.
setting up accounts right now.
All right. So you two work together with me, and we'll sort this out. Okay.
So come whenever you want to the Iron River Keep and have them find me, and I'll show them where to start setting it up.
I will dispatch when they are able. Give me a day or two, and I will make sure all is taken care of.
Alrighty.
Good day to you, Lord Draxus. As he actually properly bows to you, not the mocking way before. And he disappears into the shadows with the rest of his little legion of men and women. You guys have successfully gained the allegiance, not the allegiance, but the help of the Thieves Guild, and you have now opened the supply lines for your Iron Wall company and also the fort to start getting trading goods. So here in about a day or two,
Before we continue on, is Loki still around?
no, she
Okay.
walked away with the head.
Okay, Graven. I assume you're planning on putting that back, right? The brick.
Just put the brick in his hand.
Rogar will just put his hand
Yep.
out because I kind of need my holy symbol back.
Yep. I'll give him the holy symbol, and I'll give him the brick.
I'll be back. Do you know where she may have dropped the brick?
No.
He can give you kind of an account of like the spot, Darren, but it's still gonna take you in like an hour.
I'll go do it just to make the shepherd happy.
So yes, you
I
see
will go
Rogar disappear with Connor's character down the alleyway, trumping along, kind of pissed off.
Fucking shepherd always needs shit to be right. It's just a fucking brick. It doesn't matter.
Enough of those bricks get stolen, and we don't have a fucking church anymore.
Oh my god, it's great. So yes, you all are able to rest easy now, knowing that you have not pissed off the Thieves Guild. So in a day or two, Lord Draxus, you will have the envoy, not only the Baratukes arriving, the blacksmith and armor, or the swordsmith and the armor coming to take their positions up at the smithy, but also the Thieves Guild to start working with you there as well. And you will have a dinosaur.
Do they need accounts out of the treasury, or do they get their they get to fuck off with that?
They will take care of their own.
I was going to say,
Okay.
it's like they're thieves. I don't think they're going to keep a legitimate
No,
bank
I meant
balance.
the armor and the swordsmith.
okay,
I don't
okay.
care about the thieves guild.
No, they are personally paid for already. They take, because 75% of the profits that are earned from them go to the armor and the weaponsmith, and then the rest of it goes to you
Goes
guys.
to us. Ooh, I have to make that up in the spreadsheet. Yeah.
So yeah, I'll tell you how much like weekly or monthly they make.
Okay,
Or we're making the first bank of Draxus.
we are making the first bank of Traxxas. Yes.
Yes, Lord Draxus's name will be known and feared throughout the lands for being the banker.
And if you notice my title when I type shit, I am the treasurer.
God damn it.
A fucking treasurer. All right, so you guys have completed the Thieves Guild task.
Can we go kill some witches now?
You can once the two are come back from repairing the missing bricks.
I'm not
Hold
repairing.
up, hold up, hold
them.
up. Wait,
I'm
wait,
just
wait,
gonna
wait.
hand-
Do
I'm literally gonna walk into the church, set the bricks down in front of like somebody, like one of the priests or whatever. Just be like, just pay more attention to the groundskeeping next time. These fell off the roof. I'll just walk away.
Okay.
so real fast. So those were crits, right? Even though they weren't 20s, they were still crits.
They're still crits because of assassinate.
Oh god damn it, we forgot.
Stop doing the fucking. Oh my god. That's 2 in a row.
Yes.
I think it was giving those because it knows that they were cheap crits, not actual crits.
Yeah.
They were cheap crits.
We're gonna do that a lot because I'll crit a lot with the assassinate.
They will.
God damn it, I forgot. All right.
Well, it's only supposed to be. I think it's only supposed to be on the first round of combat normally.
Yes.
So
Yeah. So whenever I what is it? It's whenever I attack someone
who did that one?
That's me.
Honor.
We didn't need that one.
We didn't need that one. You wasted a good one. All right, moving on. So we come back, and I'm just like, all right, the bricks have been fucking given back to the church. Take care of it, I guess, or they won't. I don't care.
Okay. So yes, you guys can go off and I mean it's the middle of the night right now, so
There's a battle, and
Well, I mean, if they're gonna like, I don't know. I feel like witches like doing shit at night, so this is a good time to go
We
do
can go to
that.
the graveyard.
That I.
We might want to take a 1 hour break real fast, so our rogue can regain those 4 HP that I took to the leg.
and took some from falling too.
He
Oh, that's right.
he was an adventurer once. Then he took an arrow to the knee.
Luckily, it wasn't to the knee.
Stale fucking memes. So stale. Like that shit was fucking like a meme when we were in high school, dude.
Yep,
Yeah.
I know. Blast from the past.
Bro, there's memes that are older than that are still dank.
fuck.
Name one.
What does not simply walk? That's a
Yep,
good
one does not simply walk into Mordor.
I would not call that a dank meme.
Velociraptors.
Yep.
Those are definitely not dank anymore.
Advice
Have a
animals.
go.
Oh, those weren't dank 2 years ago. Like, come on, man. Get some fresh shit.
Anyways.
Dank in and of itself means it's fresh.
Oh God, love you all. So yes, you guys, for RJ to cover Lord Draxus to recover his hit points because he took a total of what 9, I think. RJ,
No,
Something
not
like that?
many. No, it
Oh.
was I think 6,
6.
7.
So, I mean, yeah, you guys will need to take a short rest. Let me get those back.
Or we
Uh,
can forge onwards and not be pussies.
I don't need a short rest, but I could use this time to scope out with my bird.
That's a good idea. I like that. And if we take 2 hours, well, like an hour and 10 minutes. Yeah, an hour in. Hold on. Let me check this real fast. What? How much does take?
An hour
Hold
and
on.
10 minutes.
He's
This-
converting people.
Fucking. That's not what I want. I want the fucking text.
Click
Um,
it in your spell sheet.
Up to 6 creatures of your choice. It takes 10 minutes. Oh, I can't cast that as a ritual anyway. Never mind.
Oh, you can't cast it as ritual?
No, it's a 10-minute spell. I can't cast it as a ritual. So it costs a spell slot even no matter what.
Okay. Are any of us bards?
Nope.
No.
No.
I'm a wizard soldier. That was in a battle.
You're gonna take a couple levels in fighter to get that bonus action, that action surge.
Spell, action surge, spell.
Well, no, you don't get an additional bonus action. So it'd have to be cantrip, actions. It'd be cantrip, action surge, cantrip, and then a bonus action spell.
Um,
So you guys gonna take an hour, or are you gonna...
Or regular spell, bonus action that's not a spell, and a action surge to do like a regular attack.
Yeah, I guess we'll just take an hour rest so
Yeah.
that
At least he can get a little bit of his health back.
Lord Draxus can roll a hit die.
Okay. Lord Draxus, roll your hit die to see how much you get back. Locke, you said you wanted to send your bird up to do something.
Yes.
Yeah,
What do you want to do?
I'm going to scour the city, looking for.
I'm going to let him know that they were last seen in near the whatever
Right,
district.
Religious district.
It was the religious district
Okay,
exiting the merchants district, I think. Hold on.
It was in between the religious district and the merchant district.
Okay, that's what I
then
thought.
I will look that way. And just do that, I guess.
Okay. You are able to, as Lord Draxus is rolling for his health. Cough, cough.
I'm pooping.
Oh, good to know.
I mean,
Good to
that's the
know.
reason why he's not rolling the die. That's fair.
Yeah, I mean it's true.
I'll roll when I get back.
Here, I'll just roll for you if you want, or do you just want to roll it? What is
Excuse me.
yours is a 1d8. If memory
Yep.
serves me right.
You can just hit die on his sheet.
Yeah, if you just hit die. Then
If you just click hit die on his sheet,
Yeah.
it'll roll it.
This bird is awesome.
You got 5 HP back.
You got 5 HP back. I'll let you add that in, RJ, when you get back.
All right.
Okay. So, Josh, you're able to see the graveyard. Chris and Darian described to you that they were last seen at with Connor's help, because he was the one who actually gave you the information. You don't see anything going on there right now, per se. You do see one or two individuals walking nearby it, but that's about it.
Okay. And I bring him back.
Okay. But it is a little bit of a fair walk to get there, so things might change. You don't know.
Saw 2 individuals. Could you describe the individuals, or did I not get enough?
No, you didn't get enough. You could tell that they were individuals, but nothing about them. You could
Okay.
tell one was much bigger than the other individual, but that's about it.
Saw 2 individuals. They are sort of walking by, so they could be walking away from it to go get their next prey.
Well, I mean, I guess one easy question would be is did they have tits or not?
Could not discern that. They were humanoid. One was slightly or vastly larger.
One was vastly larger than.
So it could have been one of the witches and one of their prey. Don't know. Let's go take care of it. Let's go investigate.
So are we waiting for RJ to return from the shitter before we continue, or do you want?
No, go
Probably.
ahead. Yeah, I'm listening and I can participate still. I
Cool.
just can't roll right now. I'm almost done. I think maybe.
He's finishing up his paperwork.
Yes, he is. That dank paperwork. So yes, you guys agree that you're going to head towards the graveyard, right? Cleric
Yes.
and barbarian.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it is kind of your quest, so I was just letting you.
No, I'm gonna stay behind and let the rest of the party do my quest for me because that sounds like a good idea.
Sounds
I
like
didn't
a
know that was an option. I would have done that.
son of a bitch. Okay. So you guys begin to make your way to. As you make your way there, let's see, which one of you actually has the best passive wisdom? Because I have not looked at that in a while.
Ain't nobody got a good passive wisdom.
I got a
Ain't nobody
decent
got time
one
for that.
Might
because
be
I've
me.
got a
Where's
13.
passive wisdom?
But passive wisdom is at the bottom of your skills.
Because I
sheet.
actually have a high base wisdom to begin with. So
Yes. Same.
If you look at me, you are looking at the wrong person.
13.
Oh, no,
mine's
wait,
passive
actually,
wisdom
with-
13.
okay.
At the
Yeah.
top.
So I believe most of you. Oh, actually, it's RJ. Damn. Okay, so RJ, Darian, and Chris. As you guys are approaching the graveyard, and I will move you to the graveyard scene. Creepy as hell.
Dun, dun, dun.
You hear a terrible scream off in the distance. No one else really notices it, but you guys having a very good perception of around you, you do notice it. What will you do?
I told you they were here.
I mean, what kind of scream was it? Like a woman's scream, a man's scream, child scream?
It was a woman.
Okay.
Was it a Wilhelm scream?
Wilhelm is a guy.
That's a meme.
So
Fuck it, Red.
that meme is really old, but it's still worthwhile. That shit's fucking like older than any of us.
While we're still standing outside, I am going to send my bird in there as well. Again.
Should we buff before the raid?
Always buff before the raid. What the fuck you talk? It's not a question.
So
Well, Josh, right now you can't do that because you haven't noticed anything. I mean, you're still just strutting along.
You guys can buff before the raid, though. Rogar is gonna go in there.
I'm
You
gonna
heard a
bless
woman.
you. Hey, before you go in there, I'm gonna buff you before the raid by blessing you.
Okay, I am blessed.
So you get a D4 on your attack and saving throws.
Damn it, Darian, you should stop sneezing.
I also am going to. I'm going to bless myself as well, and I'm going to bless. Who wants it most?
Up to 3 creatures of your choice.
Who said me? Was it RJ?
Eh,
Okay, RJ gets it.
Okay, so you three first. What you've heard the scream? What are you gonna do?
I'm going in there, directly
Yeah.
towards the sound of the screen. Like,
All right,
scream
I'm moving
with
toward the scream. Hey,
fucking-
I think I heard, and I'm going to tell the rest of the party. Hey, there was a scream that came from this way. Let's go check it out.
Well, weapons drawn, baby.
All right, as you guys
Hey, you can draw a
enter-
weapon as part of your attack. It's part of an interaction, so you don't even need to have your weapon drawn as long as
It
it's
is.
Weapons drawn, baby. Oh,
As
look,
you
threatening
guys-
as fuck.
enter the graveyard. You walk in, and it's just this open plot, as most graveyards are, and not near the central location, but kind of close to it. There are 3 figures. A woman. She looks to be pregnant. Who you can tell she was leaving flowers for someone at night. Weirdly enough, but she looks innocent as like a standard civilian would. And she's terrified of the 2 figures. Josh, you kind of recognize these 2. The hulking mass of one of them that towers over a lot, actually even towers over Rogar. And another individual who leaps directly at the woman. And before you see this terrible sight. You can't even fathom what is happening as the hooded woman strikes out against the pregnant woman and cuts her belly open. And you see that woman reach in and rip the unborn child from this woman's womb and rips it out of her.
I'm pretty
Well,
sure.
this
I'm
just
gonna
turned a
vomit.
turn for the dark.
And the pregnant woman screams out and falls, basically bleeding out everywhere onto the ground. And then that's just what you guys have seen before. What will you do?
Okay, so if somebody can fucking deal with that, I'm going to go to try to tend to her if I can.
I draw my katana and I go at the person who just cut open an innocent pregnant woman.
I would like to go into a frenzied rage and charge.
Is the okay, real quick, is can I see whether or not the umbilical cord is still attached?
It is.
Okay, so this is still savable.
I would
Yeah.
like to go into a frenzied rage and charge.
Okay. So, Okay, we have.
We should
the
probably roll for
frenzies.
initiative.
Yes, roll for initiative.
Wait, why didn't? Oh, damn it! I could have gotten a sneak attack in.
No, you still do that. You still do.
anyway.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the,
you'll
that
be
will be
able
the
to.
first round of combat. Is that because we'd
Well,
have
only if I attack first. Do I get the assassinate stuff?
no. It's if you. I mean,
I
like
could have
if
done a surprise round.
if nobody else. Okay, so this is the way surprise works in D&D 5th edition.
Okay.
If you have if they're surprised, they don't get to take an action, and yours matters as to whether or not they've taken an action.
Right.
So if they're surprised, it doesn't matter what part of initiative order you're in, they're not going to be able to take an action.
Oh, are we doing a surprise round?
Well, are they surprised?
They are currently.
So that means that they don't get to take an action on the first round of combat, regardless as to what they roll for initiative. Which means that you're going to get- yeah.
You're going last.
Initiative.
Well, the treasurer going last, boys.
Initiative.
So, yeah.
Oh, there it is. And you wanted to send this, but no valid token was selected.
It's okay. I'm inputting it directly.
Oh,
Oh wow.
Link
So, yeah.
going first.
No shit.
Hero Hyrule has got shit to do.
What the fuck was that noise?
I don't know.
No
Link,
idea.
Link doing a spin attack.
Oh,
Yeah.
You do that?
Yeah, I guess
that
that's
was
how
me.
pregnancy is. Yeah, that seems
Okay.
a little weird, but I'm gonna
No, I
try to
did that
fix
for my
this.
mouth.
Wow.
That was actually rather impressive.
did you get Delibirds?
I'm working on it right now.
Okay.
Josh, if you
Yeah,
do not
shut-
get, if you don't
Oh,
get
wait,
a
dude.
Christmas sack for your bird, and you keep calling it Delibird, I'm probably just going to kill you.
The funny thing is that even though he rolled a 1, he's still going ahead of me.
I thought if you critically failed on initiative, you
No.
automatically went last.
No.
Okay.
Okay, so Chris goes last. Josh.
The critical failures only matter for combat, which means it's an automatic failure to hit. That's all that. That's the only time rolling a 1 on a d20 matters.
Okay.
For that matter, it's the only time rolling a 20 on a d20 matters either. Is when you're in combat.
Oh boys, I'm cracking out the katana for this fight.
Okay, and then Bird at Josh. No, there he is. 7. Naming him Hawk.
Hawk got 5.
Hawkeye.
Hawk
Five.
got 5. Josh got 7.
Hey, I have a. By the way, guys, I have a viewer. It's my
Sweet.
sister. In the other room.
Hi, sister. I got a 15.
Hi, Willow.
More correctly, I got a 15.6.
You shouldn't be talking about the IRL names of my family on my stream. Ree!
Whoa.
No, I don't really give a shit. The only person that's watching is her anyway, so. However, this is being recorded.
Where's Sam?
I'm a bot.
I
Apparently,
don't
my
know
sister is a bot.
Okay, I'm adding Sam right
The-
now.
Wait, I have a bot. Beep boop.
And Sam's was what?
15.
15.16.
Yeah.
Since we have 3 people who got 15.
I thought you were already a mod.
I know, right? I thought I
Am I
was too.
not? Am I a mod?
Wait.
Hold on.
RJ and I rolled the exact same.
How do I dash promote?
Yes.
Wait, did we really? We both rolled 15.16.
0.6.
Yep.
Oh,
15.16. Yep.
that's good to know that we can tie.
Darian, I forgot you rolled a 3. Sorry.
The system that's put in place to prevent. Got it.
Okay, guys. So Link goes first. Link, what will you do?
He's just gonna quietly charge up and shake the shit out of it.
Who are you gonna engage? There's the hulking mess. And then the woman who is holding the baby.
We're gonna engage with the baby itself. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god!
I mean, Look, I wouldn't
If you
advise
take
it,
that,
but-
like, that would end in fucking PvP. Just FYI.
I mean, sure, no. Sure,
Like
no.
my like I could not justify as my character that like that would be no, you die now. Sorry.
Link will go towards the hulking mass.
Okay. Make your attack.
PvP
boy.
player versus baby.
Baby wins.
So I'm gonna move to within 10 feet of it.
Okay.
Do that.
Stab the shit out of it.
That was Lloyd Draxus. That should have been Link. Whoops. Oh well.
Whatever. You still rolled off
Um,
of Link's sheet.
16.
16. Does not hit.
Oh shit.
Rip in Pep or Reno's.
Rest
Jesus,
in
they
pep.
have a better fucking
Didn't even
AC
hit the
than
mark.
I do by a decent amount.
Rest in pep.
I'm gonna guess they don't have very good health then if they've got such high ACs.
Well, maybe
I
they
mean,
do, maybe they
spell-
don't. Maybe we
spellcaster.
just reached the boss monster.
Well, there's only two of
Maybe
them.
we're not supposed to do this combat yet, but we'll find out.
Hey,
soon
I mean,
enough.
I specifically asked for a combat that was more geared for like our level when I was looking at shit. So
Well, no, you said what was the mid ranged?
You did.
Well, RJ, your turn.
Great. Awesome.
well, I mean, mid range with assuming a necromancer at the top, which like a lich is like is what's it called? Fucking
A CR30.
what? A necroman? A fucking
A lich.
a lich
Yeah.
is not a CR30. A lich is like a CR11.
RJ, damn dude.
Wow.
Yeah.
A
You-
demi lich is
Ow!
only CR20.
You easily plunk an arrow right into the back of the skull of this. Are you going at the hulking dude?
yes.
You plunk it right into the skull of the hulking individual, and you hear it thump, and it kind of sounds hollow as it hits. And you see it lean forward and turn and look right at you. And as you look, it's a half fallen off face, and the other part of the face looks to be like this demonic looking form.
Great.
Guess what,
There you go.
boys? Radiant damage is gonna do bonuses.
What else would you like to do?
It is
Get
now-
that guiding
Uh,
bolt action.
Oh, it's looking right at me, so I can't hide. Well, I guess I could still attempt to hide.
You could
We
attempt to hide.
We got a crit, boys. I'm gonna attempt to hide behind something.
Oh.
Yeah.
You are actually able to
Oh.
dive behind a gravestone big enough to hide you. As you crits.
No, it's not a
The
crit.
the sneak attack was.
The snake attack was.
That's a
Oh,
crit.
there Oh my gosh.
Because it's an automatic crit because they didn't take an action this combat yet.
Ghetto crits.
It's the ghetto crits.
That's kind of what
Girl.
assassins do is ghetto crit.
Roll for me. I'm sorry.
That was RJ. I'm still not sure if our TPK check came back positive. So Sam, you're up.
Yes, Sam,
I mean,
it's
it's
your turn.
it's the boss, so
The witch was the one who sliced open the gut, right?
Yes.
That's the one going.
try to get the baby out of their hands if you can.
It's a witch. Burns her.
You know, so I just have my katana drawn and I'm doing it two-handed. So yeah,
Slice and dice.
So yeah, RJ and Darren, don't forget to add the D4 to your attacks and saving throws.
Are you going after the witch itself? Like you're just gonna attack her?
yep.
Okay. Yes, you are. You're able to slash her back as she wails out in terrible pain. She still holds on to the baby, but she looks at you, and you get a good look at her, Sam. And she's a very beautiful young woman. And she sneers at you with a hatred just for you and everything around.
I bare my fangs at her.
Okay. So yes, you did do damage to her. She is wounded. Would you like to do anything else?
She is mildly irritated.
I hope this is a point.
No, I'm good.
Okay. The witch and the demonic thing that's standing next to you as RJ has now pissed off. She goes first. She actually goes to disengage you, Sam, and she is able to actually.
She can't take
provoking
actions.
attack.
She's surprised.
She's not no longer surprised. You guys have attacked her.
No, that's the surprise round. She doesn't get actions for the first round of combat. That's how surprise round works. In 5th edition. Like I can read off the rules real fast.
Really? I thought it was once they've been notified or attacked.
Surprise. A band of adventurers sneaks up on a bandit camp, blah, 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 blah. The DM determines who might be surprised. If neither side tries to be stealthy, they automatically notice each other. Otherwise, the DM compares the dexterity stealth checks to anyone hiding in the passive wisdom, perception, blah, blah, blah. Any character... so if you're surprised, you can't move or take an action on your first turn of the combat, and you can't take a reaction until that turn ends. A member of a group can be surprised even if the other members aren't.
Okay.
So
Alright.
their first turn, they cannot move or take an action.
Okay. Connor, it's yours. I thought once they took damage, they could
Nope.
do stuff, but nope. All right.
Okay. I'm
Because this is effectively the surprise round. Like with 3.5, they wouldn't have a turn at all.
I'm going to go up to the.
Bless you.
I'm gonna be
Thank you.
60 feet from the demonic thing, and I'm gonna throw acid at it.
Okay. It dodges.
It did a barrel roll.
It just kind of pulled its head to the side and watched the acid fly by.
Okay.
The acid on accidentally hits the pregnant woman. Just kidding.
Please don't.
I'm just kidding.
I would fucking laugh. I would just fucking die right then and there.
Can I cast Guiding Bolt on our GM?
Oh my.
Break the fourth wall. Just have the party start attacking the narrator. Fucking like what's it called? Into the Woods style.
Yeah.
Oh my
Alright.
god.
Those of you who are familiar with that musical,
Yeah.
they literally kill the narrator.
Yes.
Yes.
Anyway, I'll pass it to Josh.
Okay, Josh. You and your hawk, what are you gonna do?
Did he disappear for a little?
Oh
bit?
yeah, we were both wrong, Wilson. A lich is a CR21 creature.
Is it really?
Yep.
Did he disappear for a little bit?
Yeah, he said he was gonna go. He had to
Okay.
go for a bit.
Well,
So-
we're gonna pretend that Josh just like
He said roll for him. He said he'd be right back or something like that. So as he was walking away from his mic.
okay, Darian, you're Josh's character now. Go.
Am I? Fuck. Rip. Do I have
Yep,
access
you're
to his
on a-
character?
No shit, you're right. I mean, it's definitely level 21 or CR21.
I don't have
Um,
access to his character. Rip.
Give me a second. You'll have it.
I was gonna say I could rejoin as a GM, but you don't want that.
Now you do.
Okay, there it is. Oracle Eye. Okay, so let's see. Fucking first fix the fuck out of these, please God. What is this? Thank you. Okay, fix those. All right, that's all fixed. All right. Hulking massive things, hard to hit.
The witch has taken 10
Oh.
points of damage
Damn.
thus far.
You know what I
I
like?
didn't know the
Witches need to
monster
burn.
manual actually has a stat block for Baylor. Jesus.
Oh. Well,
Firebolt, that does not hit.
that does not hit that witch. Rip.
Oh, demi liches are CR18. Damn.
Yeah, liches are no joke.
Plus, if you fired a firebolt at it, wouldn't you have a chance of hitting the baby?
Look, we all have a chance to hit the baby.
Firebolts are pretty
To be
accurate.
honest, to be honest, I haven't been thinking about that, but now I'm going to. So now
Oh.
Rip.
it's true though. The baby can be hit
Like
if you
you
guys
can
miss
take
the
an
witch.
action to fucking take the baby out of the girl's hands as opposed to trying to attack them.
But it's also still attached to the umbilical cord. So
Let
if I
me
over
try
it
to
too much,
rip-
it could break
okay,
the
so let
umbilical.
me
I
try
have
to-
heal spells. I can fix that. I can't fix a dead baby.
Look,
Can-
let me try
Can
to rip-
reattach umbilical cords?
It's a healing spell.
Let me
Like that's a
let-
wound.
Let me try to rip this like mushy mass of like almost born human out of the firm grip of an evil witch. That sounds like that's gonna go well.
That I kind of sit in the boat of the barbarian in this one.
I will tear that. I will smash that baby like paste in my hands.
You be okay.
The hawk. What is the hawk gonna do? The hawk will give hawk vantage to the next attack on the witch.
Okay. Okay, cool. That's so that's all you're gonna do with Josh?
Yep.
Alright, that's Josh. Alright, Darren, it's your turn.
So there's this big thing.
Mm-hmm.
I like big things. Let's see how bad the big thing is. Hey, big
Smashing
thing.
it with a hammer.
Hey, big thing.
No, he doesn't have a
How
hammer.
does
I have a
that
hammer.
feel?
You do hit for 15 points of damage. Because
17.
necrotic damage does not work against this thing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. So the necrotic damage washes over it with no effect.
Yep, but it takes 15 points of damage as you plunge your giant axe or your greatsword into this thing. It looks pissed that you just took a chunk out of it.
All right, that's it for me.
Okay. So, Chris, what are you gonna be doing, my hammer wielding friend?
So the witch was the one that the hawk advantage was against, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So I'm going to guiding bolt with advantage against it.
All right.
Because that bitch that
Needs
bitch
to die.
needs to die. Yes. I need to make sure that she fucking lets go of that damn baby, basically.
Babu. The little babu.
The papa.
Okay, so with advantage, guiding bolt. I'm gonna just cast it at level 1 because the extra d6 isn't gonna help too much.
Holy crap! You do hit for 13 points of damage.
That's
Holy shit.
radiant damage.
That's radiant. So if she's got the, I don't know if she does or not, but
Yep. We're
if
just
she's
pointing out the damage
Yeah.
type.
Yep.
And as a bonus action, so the next attack against her also has advantage. So and
Okay.
as my bonus action, I'm going to, what can I do as a bonus action? I'm going to channel divinity, and use my path to the grave, which marks that bitch for termination. And the next damage that she takes is going to be counted as vulnerable.
Okay.
So since RJ's coming up next, whatever you hit them with is going to do double damage. Is the next damage that they take. The next attack against them is both going to be at advantage and do double damage. If it hits.
Oh. Have they taken a turn in combat yet?
No, because the first one was surprise round.
And I attacked before them. So
All right,
All
so
right.
Link.
I'm gonna get assassinated again, so I'm gonna crit if I hit.
Link's gonna.
Oh
swing
my
at that
god.
thing again.
So Link,
some
which
bitches
one is
die.
Link going after?
Link, go after hulking mass.
Yeah. So yeah, Link. I think the best choice here. I mean, metagaming wise.
Well,
would be,
no, I mean like Link was already attacking
Oh,
it
okay.
anyway. That's what Link went after the first.
Okay,
in
cool.
the first round anyway. So, is Link going to re-up his attack on the hulking mass?
Yeah. Yeah, let's see if he can hit this time, huh?
Yeah, let's hope.
We'll see. As soon as I can find the fucking thing.
Well, no.
Did you roll
Could
with
do.
advantage?
That's
No,
that's not what advantage is on. Advantage is on the witch.
Oh, okay.
Because that was against the guiding bolt was on the witch, and that's what's giving it. It gives advantage on its target.
Gotcha. No, you do not hit with Link.
Fucking Link, useless piece of shit.
Would you like to do anything else with Link?
No.
RJ, it's your turn.
All right. I'm gonna hit the witch.
Okay.
So, this is at advantage.
Yes.
Plus assassinate. It is.
Plus double damage.
Plus double damage.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's happening.
So assassinate.
So that's
So-
11. So the base thing does 13 points of damage. Plus 10 is 23 points of damage. Times 2 is 46 points of damage.
Okay.
If it's not dead, I'm a little worried.
Then that means the TPK check came back positive, and we leave.
So Sam, make a acrobatics. No, make a athletics check for me.
Wouldn't be a saving throw? Maybe?
No, he's
What?
athletically trying to catch a baby.
Hey.
That's acrobatics, not athletics.
Oh, I thought you said make an athletics.
I know, but athletics is like the dexterity-based reaction stuff. Acrobatics is that. Athletics is like swimming, climbing, running long distances, stuff like that. Like,
He's just catching.
You could argue that athletics would be like catching a ball.
Okay, well, I'll let
Either
you
way.
guys debilitate it out. Those
Yeah.
are my 2 rolls. Take your pick. I personally go with the 20.
I mean, I like the 20 more. I'm just saying, is like generally speaking, I mean, it's the same bonus either way. But I'm just saying for purposes of like skill checks in the future, kind of thing. It doesn't really matter at
acrobatics.
this
We're
point.
going with that. Sam,
What?
you're good,
Yeah.
but you're not that good.
Damn.
The baby does fall out of her hands as the air pierces her skull, literally flinging her sideways with the blunt force of this impact. The baby goes sideways past Sam and hits the ground really hard.
Baby.
You don't know if it's alive or not. It looks hurt really bad.
I can heal shit. That's okay. Like as long as it's still is it still attached? Because that's a little bit
is
harder
it
for me to deal with, but I can deal with that. But is it still attached?
Is it still attached to the mother?
Yes.
No, not anymore.
okay,
The
so-
umbilical cord got ripped when the baby
How
fell.
does a
with the
13
impact.
not catch that?
It's a
It
DC
didn't.
15 check.
It was a DC 15.
You're trying to catch a slimy, mushy, massive, almost grown human.
Kind of hard, yeah.
Yeah, I just don't see how it like got flung. I don't know. It's
Plus,
whatever.
he
Well,
had a
because
katana
she-
in both hands, so he has to drop the katana.
Yes, but that doesn't change. Like that's like what he has to do isn't change the fact that the baby got flung. I don't understand how the baby got flung.
You know what? It doesn't matter. It's a game. Let's go. Sam fails his check.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I'm fine. I'm whatever. Keep going. It's fine.
There's still a weird fucking hulking mess thing we have to deal with. That's now probably
Damn,
mad.
attack.
No, Sam tried to catch the baby.
Yeah, so the witch is dead. Baby's on the ground. Don't know if it's alive. RJ, is that everything you're doing?
I mean, can I kind of do a setup thing of like grab my sword? Oh, not my turn. Or is it still the end of? Yeah, it's still the end of RJ's turn. Never mind.
It's at the end of RJ's turn currently.
Yeah, that's why I said never mind.
I rolled that advantage. Whoops, should be an 18.
You still are hidden away. Yeah, so Sam, it is your turn.
I pick up my sword and I stand over the baby.
Do you want?
As in I'm protecting.
You can check to
Oh.
see if it's alive still.
He'd have to roll
Um,
medicine. Are you versed in medicine?
No, I'm not.
Okay, then leave that
Roll it.
for the
I mean,
experts.
he could still
That's
use
why
it. He could still use a medicine check just to look at it and see if it's
Yeah.
alive or not.
Okay.
Yep,
From your
it's
rough-
alive.
From what you can roughly tell, Sam, the baby is breathing, but battered up.
Okay, I'm going to again do my defensive stance over and say alive. Just be looking at the monstrous thing.
All right, that's all you're doing.
That is all I'm doing. I'm not letting anything get to this baby.
All right. So the giant hulking mass, it now looks enraged because its witch is dead.
Come on, bitch, let's go.
Let's dance, motherfucker.
So Darian, Link, and Chris, you all are in the pathway of this giant hulking thing as it charges.
Cool.
It does just a straight charge at you. Make a dex save to see if you can avoid this giant hulking mass. All three of you.
Can I make a Constitution save instead to stop it?
You could attempt.
I'd rather that than my -1 dex save.
Well, I don't stop it.
What the fuck?
As this ginormous train-like object plows into all three of you, knocking you left and right and
I mean,
stomping on
there's
you.
very like if I rolled that with my dex save instead, I still wasn't gonna stop anything. So
No.
like,
God damn.
So Cyan alt successful.
You guys all of you take 10 points of pure bludgeoning damage and are knocked prone from this thing.
Rip.
Sadness.
Ouch. Wait, nope. I take half. I take 5.
because he's raging.
Yep.
And the rage persists.
And the rage persists. I took
onward.
damage. Huzzah.
Well, you also dealt damage, didn't you?
It's anytime I would take damage or deal damage. So yeah.
RJ, this hulking thing has come to a dead stop right next to you. And that's where it stands.
Am I still hidden?
You are still hidden somehow, but you are literally 5 feet away from, and it has not noticed you yet. You're very good.
Okay.
All right, Connor, it is your turn.
What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Let's do. I'm gonna start moving towards the woman
Okay.
because I think I'm not close enough to her.
You're about 40 feet away from her.
Yeah, I'll move as close as I can to her and hold my action in case it decides to charge again.
Okay. So 30 feet, you're holding action.
Yep.
Okay. Josh, have you returned? No, he hasn't. Darian! Second Josh, go.
Darian,
Darian?
Span.
Rogar.
They're dropping like fries. They're dropping like fries.
Drop it like it's hot.
Damn.
All right. All right. Since neither of them are here, I'm deciding.
I'll do
Well, Darian's the next one to go after that. Crap.
I mean, Darian's
Uh,
pretty easy. Hit thing very hard.
Yeah, I'll just skip Josh for right now. Say he's just hiding.
Well, I mean, I
Oh,
could
there we
still
go.
take his turn. Sorry.
Yeah, we were trying to get your attention.
Sorry, I had to go switch laundry real quick.
Oh.
That's okay.
Oh.
Yeah, take
okay,
his turn.
So, let me go see spells. Fireball's a fucking cantrip, which is a good thing, so I can keep using that without anything fucking crazy happening. But or I could just get guaranteed damage with magic missile. Yeah, I could go get guaranteed damage. So the hulking mass, it's already taken like 15 damage. Yeah, we'll
Took
just
a little
match.
bit more than that because I hit it with an assassinate.
Yeah. He's taking like
That
35.
is not correct.
That's only one. There should be 3 more.
Yeah, I was about to say that's not correct. It should be 3d4, right?
Mm-hmm. 3d4
Yeah.
plus 1 apiece. Because
Well, it
each
didn't
dart
even-
deals
So it's
1d4 plus 1.
3d4 plus 3.
Did it even hit though?
Yeah, it auto hits.
It auto hits. No.
Yeah, magic missile auto hits.
The only thing that
and-
blocks magic missile is a shield spell.
Yep. So that should be 3d4 plus 3.
Yeah, I'm rolling it.
Yeah, I got it. I'm just I'm changing his attack macro right now in his fucking thing. So here we go. Let's just reroll that. There you go, 8 damage. Or we
Okay.
can take the 11. It doesn't matter, but there you
I'll
go.
just go with the 8. You re-rolled it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, all 3 impact the hide of this thing. 8 more damage to the.
Hulking mess.
Yep. There you go. That's what he's gonna do, and then the hawk, I guess, is gonna give hawk vantage to the next person that attacks it.
Okay. Cool. Darian, you are knocked prone currently. What will you do?
I'm gonna use half my movement to stand up.
Okay.
Which means it's I'm assuming it's further than 15 feet away.
Yeah, he's 30 feet from
Then
you.
I'm gonna throw a javelin at that motherfucker.
16
should
does
be
not
a-
hit.
That should have been an advantage.
He
Yeah,
adds
roll
a
for
D.
advantage.
He adds a D4 anyway.
I do add a D4, but it should have been an advantage.
Oh shit.
Sorry.
Hold on. I took actually hold on before you add the D4.
Oh, yeah.
I've got
Yeah,
to
you have
check
to
my
make a
constitution.
concentration.
Constitution check for the concentration because you took damage.
Yeah, I make that.
Yeah,
Because
you
it was
gotta
only it was what 10
It was
damage.
10 damage.
Yeah, so I make that.
So
7 or 19.
19. Yes, that one does hit for 12 piercing damage. Okay, the javelin sticks in its hide.
That's all I can do. Well, then I'll move 15 feet towards it so I can get in range hopefully next turn, but that's it.
Yeah, so you're 15 feet away. Chris, it is your turn. You are knocked prone and 20 feet away from. Well, no, actually, you're 15 feet away from the thing.
Okay. How far am I away from the baby?
You're about 25 to 30 feet away from the baby.
Okay, so I'm gonna use half my movement to stand up. I'm gonna take an action to dash, and I'm gonna dash over the baby. And before I continue, so it's still breathing. I'm going to make sure that it's not losing life as like if it's dying by cast as a bonus action.
Spare the dying.
Spare the dying.
Cool. Yep.
Because I, as a Grave Domain cleric, can cast that as a bonus action at 30 feet.
Yep. It is not dying. You've made sure. It is a somewhat healthy baby.
Now, next turn, I just need to make sure that the mother isn't dying, but the mother seemed in better shape than the baby did. Not by a lot.
Well, and I'm close to her. I'm going to be checking on her too.
Okay. Is that all you're gonna be doing?
That's all I can do. I use my action, my bonus action, and my movement.
Oh no.
Link, you are not prone.
Fuck that.
All right, well, I'm gonna stand up.
Okay. So you have half your movement still.
Oh no, it's a strength check.
You're 30 feet away from the hulking mass.
I'll just.
You could
Oh.
you could action dash and just get in range of it this turn. That's all you can do is Link. But
Yeah.
if Link has no ranged options,
You mean he doesn't have any bombs in his pocket?
No, no bombs.
No, he
No
does not.
boomerangs.
And
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just dash to within. Oh wait.
you'll dash
How far
to
away
it.
am I?
30 feet, and you only have 15 feet of movement left. So if
Damn,
you
I'm
dash,
5
you get
short because I'm I have. Damn. Okay. Yeah, I'll dash to within 10 feet of him.
Okay.
Rejo.
All right, RJ, you are standing 5 feet away from this thing and has not noticed you yet.
Yeah, we piecing out of there, baby.
Bonus action dash and move what 60 feet?
We have someone standing next to him, right?
No.
No,
Yes.
no.
Yes. I got within. No, I didn't. Fuck.
If you
No,
attack
no.
right now, you would have you would still have your sneak attack bonus, and
Right,
then you
because
could
I'm
bonus action dash and or bonus actually you'd have to bonus action disengage and run at that point because you would reveal yourself. So your options are either get out of range with a bonus action dash or attack now and then get less far away with bonus action
I can still
disengage.
bonus action dash.
Yeah,
I use
but
my
then you
movement
would
after I attack?
they would get an attack of opportunity because you'd be revealed.
Oh, I would disengage as my bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm saying is like if you leave now, they don't get an attack of opportunity. If you leave after you attack, they do unless you disengage.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh. All right. We will. We'll attack here.
Yep.
It's worth it for the sneak attack, baby.
It's worth it for the extra damage. Oh man, trading survivability for damage always an RJ.
I mean, he could
thing.
probably sustain at least one hit from this thing.
We don't know. We haven't seen it attack yet.
Just stomp
Well, I
over a few of
mean-
you.
I mean, you guys just got pain trained by it for 10 damage, so in a sense, it did attack.
Since I'm blessed, do I roll at advantage?
No, you get
No.
a D4 added onto your attack roll.
I'm gonna use.
But since it
sharpshooter
can't, but since it can't see you, and this is sneak attack, you do roll at advantage.
then. No, sneak attack doesn't give me advantage. Assassinate does.
You
No.
get advantage
Doesn't
from being
notice.
hidden.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I am at advantage.
Yes.
Okay, then
But
I'm
you're
using
also at
sharpshooter.
disadvantage because you're within 5 feet and you're using a bow.
Am I? Is the
Yeah.
bow within?
Yes.
5?
Yeah.
I didn't think
All ranged attacks are at disadvantage within 5 feet of the target.
So I'm at normal then because of that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And you don't get.
Now you still have movement, so you could move 5 feet while hidden, and then you would no longer be within that.
Yeah, you could move. You can move half your speed without revealing yourself.
'Cause you can split up your movement and stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll do that. I'll get 5 feet away, sneaky like. Do I have to roll
Yeah.
for stealth for that?
Yeah.
Or do I
No.
just stay? Okay.
No, I thought he would.
Well, you can move up to half your movement without having to reroll.
Oh,
your
yeah, that's true.
Okay. So I'll be sneaky, and then I will draw my bow at advantage, and I will use sharpshooter, so it's a -5 to hit,
But plus 10 to
but
damage.
plus 10 to damage.
And don't forget to add the D4.
Maybe if I need it, yeah.
Go
Okay.
roll.
And
So is
20
that,
does
with
hit.
the
minus
-5?
5. Roll
Is a 15.
D4.
Oh,
So
Nice.
it's
Yes,
19.
with it, it does hit.
I do
Okay,
32 damage.
But with assassinate.
No,
right?
it's taken in an action, so it doesn't get the auto
Oh,
crit.
okay.
I just rolled max damage on my sneak attack.
That's shit, actually, because that's 2 6s.
He rolled almost max damage.
I know.
He was literally 1 point off of max damage.
That's
Wow.
disgusting.
Okay.
32 damage.
All right. Yep. You 32 damage to this thing. It's still standing.
And
So
then I
the
am
TPK check came back positive. We need to leave.
We don't need to
I
leave.
I am bonus actioning to piece the fuck out, and I'm getting. Let's see, I have 40 then to move still.
If it makes
Yeah.
more people, then we'll leave. But like as it stands, there's only one dude. Of course, it's gonna have a lot of health.
Yeah, so we'll piece out 40 feet away, and then that's my turn. Sam's turn.
Did you disengage?
He was,
He was
5
10
feet,
feet
he was
away.
10 feet away, so it doesn't matter.
I snuck out.
Okay.
Do I have?
That's
to
why he got.
disengage?
That's why he got the
It could-
advantage there.
It could have
Yeah.
a 10 foot range.
Uh,
Does it?
No, it doesn't. You're
Yeah.
lucky it doesn't.
Good.
But it doesn't.
I could've-
You also, I think you only get attacks of opportunity with reach weapons if you have polearm master.
Yeah, probably.
How are
you
we
can-
still-
You can attack with extra range with a polearm without that, but you can't use an attack of
Let me
opportunity.
check.
How are we still going on this?
He doesn't have
it's
the
fucking
extra range
tanky.
anyway.
I nuked the witch, but this thing is. very
It's
strong.
tanky. It's really
I
tanky.
slashed the witch across the back.
What have I and the Hawk been doing?
We'll ask Darian.
Hawk Vantage, and I've like magic missiled something, so you're down a first level spell, and I've just rolled.
The other
What
one
you
was a
call it?
guiding bolt,
The other one was a firebolt. So
or yeah, firebolt. Sorry, not guiding bolt.
so yeah, I've only used a cantrip in a first level, which you have unlimited uses of cantrips.
There you go. All right, I've given full power back to you, Josh, because I had temporarily given it to Darren for you.
Yeah, so the hawk's just giving hawk vantage to people.
Okay.
That's
So,
actually the way
Hawk
it
Vantage
should
is stupid.
Yeah.
all right, Sam, it is your turn.
How far is the beastie away from?
Say that again.
How far away is the big beastie away from me?
Like 40 feet.
Like, if I were a rogue, I would consider taking one level in Wizard to get Find Familiar, get a Hawk, and so I could always have Hawk Vantage on my fucking targets.
Basically, your familiar can give you advantage on give a person the next attacker advantage on an attack, but like that's at the risk of hey, your familiar's within striking distance.
Breath weapon is 60 feet, right?
30.
30.
30.
Let me
Well,
check.
actually, it depends. Is it
Well,
a
actually, it
line?
depends.
Yeah,
Is
what's
it a
your
line or a
mouth?
cone?
I'm a black dragon.
Well, so it'd be a
30.
60 foot, 30
No,
foot
30.
line.
Yeah.
60-foot
okay,
line, 30-foot cone.
I move forward 10 feet to where I'm 30 feet away from it, and
Is that a direct line or is that a cone?
It's
How's
a
your-
line,
Line.
30-foot
How
line.
is your deck save only a DC 9?
Well, because the save for it is 8 plus your Constitution modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
So that
Remember,
should
he
be
has
at
a
least
-1.
11.
He has a -1 in con.
Oh, that's right, because you fucking
So
took
it'd
your
be
dump stat in con.
All right.
So- Yeah,
So
no,
have-
anyway.
Okay.
So anyway, so make a DC 9 dexterity save on the creature, or it'll take 10 acid damage. Otherwise, it takes 5.
it critted.
Okay, so it takes 5.
Question mark? Maybe.
Oh, no, that's
I'm
right.
not
It's
sure.
30-foot line, 15-foot cone.
Yeah, 30-foot line, 15-foot cone, because we're not full-blooded dragons.
Yeah.
Full-blooded dragons would be 60-foot lines, 30-foot cone.
Okay. Sam, will that be all you'll be doing?
I mean, I'm still protecting the baby, so yes.
All right.
We must protect little Babu.
Little Bobby.
Hmm. What will the demon do?
Well, he can actually see his opponent now that he
Is
was
the
trying
woman
to
dead?
kill earlier.
Is a woman?
Oh yeah,
dead?
she's dead as fuck.
She's not. We don't know whether or not she's dead yet.
The witch is dead that causes
The witch
issues.
is dead.
The
yes.
woman or the baby's mom is not dead.
Gotcha.
That we know of.
That we
Until
know
I
of.
go over and check. Because I'm 10 feet from her.
Where am I in this?
You're in between the hulking mass, the demonic mass,
Okay,
and
so Wilson, you were kind of right and kind of wrong. You can still do opportunity attacks with reach weapons if you don't have Polearm Master. If you have Polearm Master, when you're wielding a glaive, a halberd, a pike, or a quarterstaff, other creatures provoke an attack of opportunity from you when they enter your reach zone.
Oh, okay.
And Polearm Master allows you to make a bonus action attack with the opposite end of the.
Yeah, okay. I knew there was some
Alright.
sort of opportunity attack thing with him. I forgot what it was. I thought it was just that you get the extra range on your opportunity attack.
okay. The hulking mass will charge at you guys once more.
My mistake.
So I will have Link.
We need a
Uh,
John tornado.
I don't
We-
know
I
about
will
that
have-
yet.
I have Link. I have Josh. I have Darian, Chris, and Sam. All make dex save
Okay.
for me.
Can I make a strength saving throw? No, can I make an athletics check to catch it?
You could attempt
To catch what?
Oh, buddy.
to
It's-
catch the whole
And
entire.
he gets advantage
hulking
on
mass.
that.
Darian, per se, you kind of catch it, but not really. It catches you.
Okay, that's fine.
Have you ever hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker?
Actually, yes, he has.
Yeah, actually, I have hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
No. He's about to hit us with you.
As you all are getting trampled over, Darian is like holding on to the top of the head of this hulking mass. So I'll have the rest of you make dexterity saves except for Darian.
Steer it away from the baby.
That's
It's
what
only
I'm
10
trying.
feet behind me.
I'm gonna dogpile him. I'm gonna jump in on that shit.
Oh boy.
Oh shit, boys!
As am I.
Somebody do it.
Oh my god.
Is it
Air horn.
nice?
It didn't make
Dogpile on the demon. It didn't work. It broke.
Oh,
Hold
it's broke. Nay.
Neat.
God damn it! Why does it break?
Why
Does it
for you
break
break?
now?
Oh wait. Did somebody move it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's broke.
There you go.
That's
Why is it?
Hold on. I'll kick it and bring it back.
Oh
Need a
no,
better
it's
air horn
gone.
bot.
We air horn bot.
Damn.
Oh, and they spam it. Damn.
But- message, any kind- Yeah,
I'm also busy.
yeah, so just a really far. So we have Darian.
My sword.
Wait, I wasn't in the line of path anymore.
Be a wall.
I was with the baby.
That's exactly what I'm piling onto.
There, I'm giving it.
I
Yeah, we're trying to stop. We're sound.
Yeah, you guys.
would do it.
Oh, okay.
You guys
Then
play
yeah, I
back. I'm giving
dogpiled it.
it. Stop and I'll stop it.
Oh, so John, all right. Because we're clown for him. So Darian, I'll let you take over.
Because I'm not letting it run over the damn baby.
You do, but you know. Back to home save. Okay, so all of you guys have stopped this hulking
Yeah, we're all in between you and it. Basically what we were doing, so. I mean, I'm not like just jumping on it. I'm like using my feet to stop it. Like, yeah. Yeah. So we're all just fucking brace for impact.
Lift up and pick all of you off the ground. So I'm assuming you're holding on to it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm it hit me, so I'm not exactly holding on to it.
As it raises itself up, and you feel it breathe its breath in real deep into its lungs, and you hear a terrible crack like thunder come through, and make dex saves.
Then my bad. Advance of 3.
Am I also making that rolls? I'm not
Yes,
on
because
it.
you're in front of it.
Oh fuck! I don't fuck roll for lock. Saves baboo. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh, just been stomped.
I'm about to.
At 12 damage, bludgeoning as you see first from
It's
this.
pretty much a
you smooth
shockwave
down
going
the-
out.
Is
you-
like a minute, it force damage.
Next.
Okay.
Actually,
Okay. Cotter, you're up, bud.
Move 10
I'm
POV.
on. I'm reading my stuff to see if any of my 3 things might help with my thing over here. Okay, that's
Oh, yeah, 'cause
strength
he's-
and constitution. Action start fighting. Anything help me? Yes. No.
No.
As long as I'm not actually dead.
I'm not. I have hit points.
Okay, yeah, second one will be. Wait, let's go. Connor.
Yeah,
I want
I
slot.
move it to the mother. and I'm gonna roll a medicine check to see if she is okay.
Let's see if it is.
I think.
Sam, don't
Connor,
forget that you
can-
have a bonus
Connor,
action to heal.
add
I'm
to
pretty
you.
sure.
I
still.
mean, she's got a giant
your
knife
being a
wound
fighter.
on Lou. And
Okay.
she's been
Yeah, no, I agree that after I did for slash the back, I haven't had to turn it back. I did protect the baby.
So,
Can I get HP values in the chat real fast?
I really don't want to do this, but I actually do want to do this.
Shit.
No. Oh, do I have that slot? I don't have that slot. So the spell's not worth it right now.
Yeah. Second wind when it comes to your turn.
Whoa. Do that. So there's this thing called burning hands. And it's a 15-foot cone. I'm
Also,
wondering if
hey,
that's
Sam, I'm going to drag you to
gonna
another room real fast
hit
so I can describe something to you.
every fuck-
You should probably be using Fighting Spirit every single turn. Basically, in this. Because you can use this feature, you can use Fighting Spirit up to 3 times. It gives you advantage on your next strike, and when you make that strike, you get 5 temporary HP. And you can do that 3 times.
It's the damn move.
Okay. Okay, just making sure you know. It's just like... For the record, you can't use both action. You can't use both the bonus actions in the same turn, Sam.
I'm gonna
That would hit all of us.
scorching ray that motherfucker.
No, that would literally hit all of us, and I have 8 HP, so don't use that. No, seriously, if you use that, I'm driving down to fucking south side of India and beating your ass. Because you would literally you would be going against your own character at that point, because you'd be injuring your... Oh, I guess it's not your character, but that's still dumb. It's a fucking... You don't fucking kill the cleric. Okay, that works. I'm fine with that.
I should just magic missile that bitch.
Honestly, 3d4 plus 3? Yeah, probably.
Oh, this is 2d6 plus
Nothing.
1. Oh,
Plus
no,
nothing.
plus nothing. Wow, that's supposed to be plus something.
A lot of spells
Oh,
don't
no,
have
just
bonuses. Yeah.
2d6. And then at higher levels, I can just keep adding rays.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. For extra damage. Okay, yeah. Should probably just magic missile things. Hawk Vanish to the next person.
okay. Darren, you're like 15 feet away.
I'm gonna stand up and fucking charge that bitch, and then attack at advantage because I have Hawk Vantage. Hey,
You sit yourself. Oh my god.
God.
That's
Well,
that was not so. That's a crit.
let's roll those extra those 2d6 extra damage.
I already did. It already did.
Oh yeah.
Auto roll damage.
So Darren, how do you want to kill it?
Yes.
Slice it in half. Cut that bitch in half.
You want okay? You just epically come straight through with your greatsword and cleave this fucker in half with like it's falling apart structure as you cleave it clean and it falls apart.
See, I told you could do this combat.
You guys have survived and killed one witch and her bodyguard.
All right, so
So that means there's a whole other witch.
There's 2 other. It's a coven.
Yeah,
There's 3.
Co-
There's
coven?
always
they're not
3.
here right now,
Coven?
so let's deal with the tasks at hand, which
Coven?
includes saving this goddamn baby and
Coven.
mother. So real
No,
fast.
You said Coven.
You know what I meant. I go and grab the baby.
So
Bring it towards cleric.
as I'm moving toward the mother, because I'm moving toward the mother now, I'm going to like cast Spare the Dying as I move toward her, because that's a very fast thing to do.
Okay.
So that's a cantrip. When I get them together, so let's see. My aim is to reunite the mother with her child in the correct way. Like, other than healing spells, is there anything else I need to do?
And whatever he needs to do, I will help him so that way he has advantage.
When you say reconnect, like specify.
Like, as in, put the baby back in the womb with the umbilical cord attached, and like set everything back in order.
I would say roll medicine to be able to correctly put the baby back into the mother and do that part, and you can roll advantage because you have the help of Connor.
Okay.
And then do your magic mumbo jumbo
Okay.
as a cleric.
Okay, so there's the check.
Okay.
Thank God.
You successfully are able to clean the baby up and like help it and reattach everything that needs to be reattached, and you easily guide the baby back into the womb, and you start doing your magic. What magic are you doing?
Level 2 Cure Wounds. Wow. Wait, that didn't... Oh, yeah, it's higher. So it's 10 total points of healing, which is like a full first level person's worth of health, basically.
Yeah. So you begin.
And I will
as you-
continue to use that spell slot wise until like everything's situated, basically. So that's if I need
Yeah.
to.
So you've used this and you've begun to heal the womb up, and you can slowly start watching it just knit itself back. The woman starts getting less pale, and you just slowly see her stomach envelop over the womb, completely healing itself.
Okay. Cool.
And you have, she looks pretty beat up and rough still, but she doesn't look like she's gonna die.
Cool.
And you believe that the baby is going to be perfectly fine, from your knowledge as a cleric, but you've actually never done this before, and you've never heard of anyone doing this before. So if this actually works, you'll be the first cleric, as you know of, to actually succeed in putting a baby back into a mother's womb. And actually getting an actual birth out of this, you'll probably be like a legend.
Cool.
But she's pretty far along. Like, she probably only has a couple weeks left anyways.
Oh, well, I mean, at the very worst, that was a premature birth, which I probably could have handled as well.
Yeah, but I mean, you're a badass. Let's put it like that.
I gotta do things the even better way.
Look, we didn't know how far along she was. We didn't actually ask, nor did we actually sit down to be like, I wonder how long she is in her pregnancy. We were just like, baby out of womb, bad.
But yeah, you guys have successfully done it. She's passed out still, and she doesn't look like she's going to wake up anytime soon. So you'll have to figure out what you're doing with her. But yeah, you have a giant split in half giant thing there.
I would like to take the witch and the motherfucking demon thing and haul it along back to the church.
Okay. You're going to need the help of your cleric, you, and
No, the cleric can take the pregnant.
Well, how much does the demon weigh?
Link can help.
You're looking around like roughly 400 pounds or so.
Because I can lift. So lifting strength is your strength score times 15 times 2. So I can lift 450 pounds by myself and carry it for like, but I just can't do anything else while I'm carrying it. So if I have help, then we can move it fairly quickly, just by basically one other person that's got a decent strength.
Yeah, Link can do it.
And
Yep. So who's getting
the pregnant woman? I has off.
Okay, your stroke by pull drag is 30 times your stroke.
I'm not-
I mean, we could have the barbarian and the fighter carry the demon. There was also lift in there. I might be wrong. We could still. I can drag we could drag the body distances as well.
You can push, drag, or lift a weight in pounds up to twice your strength score. See, push, pull, drag, or lift. So
Yeah.
you can lift up to 30 times your strength score.
I was assuming that I was still gonna get help. I just didn't need help from more than one other person, basically.
So how much does the witch weigh?
She looks like she maybe weighs 100.
Okay, I'm going
30,
to lift both
40.
the body of the demon and the witch on my shoulders and walk towards the church because their combined weight is 500 and I can lift 625 pounds.
Well, remember the demon's split in half.
Yeah, I'm only going to take the top half. I don't care.
You split him long ways, not sideways.
Well, then I'll take him whole. I'll take all of him. It doesn't matter. I'll bind him up with a rope.
Okay.
He's got
I
rope.
have rope.
We all have rope. We
I'll
should.
bind him through the middle with a rope. I don't care.
All right. So you guys just see Arian bind this dude back together and pick him up with the witch, and goes, "The church."
Let's get the pregnant woman and take her to the church as well, so that way she gets some healing, additional healing.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I can help out with that, and we could take because he's got both of them. So I'll help with the pregnant lady, and we'll take her to my church because reasons.
Yes.
because reasons.
So I want her to see the glory that is Kalemvor and the fact that she was saved by those followers of Kalemvor, and that not all followers of Kalemvor are just like death.
Yes.
Yes, we like to breathe life back into things, not just kill things. You know?
Like the
It's
general
more along the lines of
populace
if somebody were to die before their time, we would prevent that.
Yes.
And that
Or
was
essentially-
definitely someone being taken before their time. Literally before their time.
All right, let's go.
Let's go. Okay, give me a second. Map.
To the church.
All right, you guys move. It takes you a little bit to get back still to the church. The church is the really big building to the right there.
Yep.
Oh
shit, it's even got the fucking scales on it. Look at
yeah, I took time to find your church.
that.
I
Damn,
literally
son.
took time. It took me forever to find this fucking picture, dude. But anyways,
I was
so-
expecting just a generic cathedral. I wasn't actually expecting there to be the scales of Kalemvor on there. That's really impressive, actually.
Thank you. Like I said, it took me a while. Anyways, so you guys find your way back to the Church of Kalemvor. As you come in, the city guard have been just watching you, not stopping you because they know who you are. They've just been watching you, kind of freaked out. You hear people passing by.
I
whispering you.
completely forgot there were city guards. I'm just carrying this massive fucking half dead thing that's falling apart at the seams, literally, because it's just bound by rope, and some dead woman on my shoulder.
I mean, there's also the fact that the civilians seeing this gnarly mess of nastiness, and they're like, there's probably people just vomiting from the sight. It's
They,
like,
basically, there are a few people who are doing that, as you guys are. And you guys arrive to the church. Two of the guards from your church step forward. What is going on here?
collecting a bounty.
They look at you.
I will.
We both display our emblems, basically. We're collecting a bounty.
Well, my emblem's burned into my
Yeah.
chest, which I don't.
And
wear
I've got
armor,
mine on my
so-
big ass shield, so it's like we're collecting a bounty.
I will toss the witch from my left shoulder onto the ground in front of them, and then I will toss the demon from my right shoulder, basically next to her, the witch.
There's one of
and
your
her
witches,
bodyguard.
and there's her bodyguard.
Yes, I am sorry, Shepherd. Please come in. Let us discuss this in full. As they're just watching you guys enter.
Out of character, real quick. What were the challenge ratings on both of those things?
The challenge ratings.
Yeah.
For the witch, since she didn't get to go, she was a 4 challenge rating.
And the demon.
And the demon was a challenge rating of like an 8.
Jesus Christ! We as a level 3 party took out a fucking like that was well beyond deadly encounter.
That was the only reason you guys actually did that was because you got a surprise round. If you didn't,
and all the damage.
The witch might have fucked 1 or 2 of you guys up pretty bad if she would have gotten an opportunity.
Hey man, surprise rounds are important.
They are. They're very important. That's why I let you have them. But yeah, you guys enter. One of the guards goes ahead of you, and the walker comes and finds you guys. He approaches you. Darren, you being still intimidated by this man.
I'd rather not talk to this guy right now, please.
My children, I see you have brought a witch from what the guard was stammering about.
Yes, we've.
Yep, and she's right here, and I'll just like set her down in front of him. Like, yep, that's a witch, and this thing was her bodyguard.
A foul abomination. As he like plants his foot literally in its face and kind of partially crushes its skull. Disgusting.
It was hard to kill, and it is quite disgusting. In
Now-
fact, I probably need to take a shower.
I believe the posting said that there was a coven of witches, but this is one of them, and this is its demon companion. So you're at least out that much of an issue, and we've definitely probably scared the shit out of the other ones.
Or we pissed him off. I'm not sure yet.
Yes. Very good. I applaud your success. I believe from what I was told, there were 3 of them.
Yep. We only found 1. We're gonna find the rest soon enough.
Well done. I look forward to your future success, my children.
Yep, I'd like to go now, please.
What is the hurry? Should you not receive the first part of the bounty for your success?
The shepherd can take it.
I guess I'll handle the business end. I'll handle the business end of this transaction, Walker.
Thank you. I've got like nasty demon stuff on me.
He looks at you. Here, my shepherd. He hands you 150 gold.
All right, I'll send that to party treasury.
And who do we have here? Are they to become followers of religion?
That is yet to be seen, but they are my companions.
May Columbo be with you, my fellow friend.
And also with you.
It's always with him. He's kind of part of the religion. Oh, I need to leave.
He notices the pregnant woman who you're carrying, Chris.
Yes.
Is there something wrong with her?
She was forced into early labor, and I have since corrected that.
Well, very well done. We will aid her further. And
Is cesarean section a term in this world?
No. A C-section wouldn't be a thing yet.
I mean,
I
mean, technically it would be because cesarean section is implying that because the reason why it's called cesarean section is because that's how Caesar himself was delivered.
Yeah.
So it's a thing. I don't know if it'd be called cesarean though.
You know that it kind of exists a little bit, but it's not common.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be commonplace practice.
Yeah. The only places where that'd be possible is in places of worship where they have clerics that can do healing, because normal medical practices are not going to heal a gaping hole in someone's stomach.
Not yet. And he kind of doesn't clap his hands, but he signals for 2 or 3 more clerics to come, and they're fellow shepherds, similar to you, Chris, and they take her from you, thanking you, and begin to take her to be examined and make sure she's all right.
All right. As I said, we should be on the lookout for extra.
Please.
You can go.
Okay, I'm out.
I already said I would handle the business end of this.
Rogar walks away.
So as far as the other two witches that are known of, I would imagine that they probably have similar bodyguards to them, and we should be on the lookout for them making moves. Considering we have forced their hand to some degree. In addition, this fight was quite difficult. So if it would be possible to receive some measure of aid in the next two, or if they were to both form a single party together and fight us at the same time, that may be helpful. They were considerably stronger than we anticipated. I mean, as you can see, the witch had the company of a demon companion, and he was quite resilient.
He was. I can see that. Yes, I will send one or two fellow clerics with you to dispatch the fellow witches. Just come back when you need them, and they will be at your aid.
Either one or two clerics, or a fellow set of Reaper and Shepherd would be very helpful as well, due to the dynamic that they provide for a combat situation.
I will permit it. Let me find a pair, and they will be at your disposal.
Thank you. I appreciate the help, sir.
You're welcome. Thank you. He turns around and, begins to, drag the witch away. You can hear him mumbling something about research.
Kalemvor be with you, sir.
And is with you. And he departs. All right, you guys are at the church. So what will you be doing? Would you like to continue on?
I would like to I would like to take a long rest because I spent spells and I'm at 8 HP out of my 29 total because I took 2 different charges, or I took a charge and a fucking big ass shockwave. I need a little bit of time because even my 3, here, let me see something. I'm not actually spending these, but let's see how much health I would get from spending literally at 3 hours, which is all of my hit dice as far as short rest go.
Well,
actually, that would be enough to get back up to full.
You're a god.
That's fucking hilarious.
Actually, you guys have just leveled up.
Oh, nice.
So you're going to level 4.
Okay.
So
I think that's
Josh was not with you guys, so I'll handle that later.
Yeah,
he was with us. He just wasn't.
Yeah.
So he'll still get the level up.
Right now.
And since technically speaking, I could be that dick guy and say, well, technically the mission was only for me and Rogar, so we split the goal. But I'm making the executive decision since you guys all helped. It's going to the party treasury.
So the treasury grows to 650 gold.
Yes.
It does.
So a lot better than that. I have a shit ton of gold. So.
Well, you haven't said it goes to party treasury yet.
Yeah.
So
We have individual treasuries, which is what I'm keeping track of. We keep track of on our own party sheets or our own player sheets. And then there's the party treasury, which is basically gold, non-distributed gold for purposes of helping the party as a whole.
Yes. So level 4, you get an ability score increase or a feat. I'll let you choose what you're doing. I'm use the restroom really quick, and then I'll come back and help with whatever piece you guys need help with.
So, you can go, but are you actually going to be putting any of your savings, like Draxus, into the party treasury, or are you keeping it for yourself? Because that's actually important. Because the party treasury is discerning from what us as individual characters are keeping and what is available for the party to spend individually as a whole.
I'll just put it all in there.
So was it?
Are you sure?
Yeah. Yeah.
How generous?
Yeah, so I had 625 to it.
625? What the fuck?
I've been busy. That also includes the payment I got for the lizard guards.
With a party treasury like this, I would recommend that we dip into it a little bit to distribute some health potions to people.
So you're counting already the 600 that I was already counting.
No.
That's the 600 sitting in your treasury, right?
No.
Oh.
This is separate.
No, the 600 in the treasury was 500 of it was, and it should be 650 in the treasury.
650 in the treasury.
Yeah, it was 650 in the treasury.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Okay.
have
Or
625.
1275.
Oh yeah, that's right, because you got paid for your lizardmen deaths.
Uh-huh.
That's right. Oh
I
my
persuaded
good
them.
lord. That's right. So we've got 1,275 gold that we can spend as a party to get
Yeah.
some equipment.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I also stole a shit ton of stuff from the
Yeah.
traders.
Now we have to remember
Back
that
in the
it's
end.
hard. Like the upside and the downside here is that it's hard to buy magic items. So it in general, like that's gonna be a if we find a magic item that we can buy, it's kind of thing. But we can definitely buy shit like potions and similar items like that to help support us.
So you know what I learned is that when you
Mundane
increase
magical
your
items.
constitution score to a point where you actually get a bonus, right?
Is it
then you
retroactive?
Yeah, it's retroactive.
Oh, neat. That's good. That was kind of an annoying part of what's it called? 3.5 was that it wasn't retroactive.
Why doesn't anyone talk about 4th edition?
Because 4th edition was a little bit weird as far as D&D goes. It's considered, a lot of people consider it to be a decent role-playing game, but it's very, very, very far removed from what was considered Dungeons and Dragons. A lot of people like to say it's a good game, it's just not Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay.
And it was like MMORPG the game.
Yeah. It's kind of like how what's a good example that you're probably familiar with? So, have you played any of the other Fallout titles other than Fallout 4? Because I think you've played Fallout 4, haven't you?
Nope.
Okay. Let's see.
He hasn't played any of the Fallout games, I don't think.
It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to compare. Okay, so hold up.
Should I put a level in fighter or a level in rogue?
That's up to you.
If you put the level in fighter now, you don't get your ASI right now. You'll have to wait until another level.
I know.
Yeah.
And
I would
think
recommend
I'm
just getting the
gonna
ASI
take a
now.
feat.
Huh?
I kind of want to take a feat too.
Then put your point in rogue.
Well, keep in mind, so a couple things to consider as far as ASIs. So an ASI is guaranteed to increase everything related to one ability by +1. Everything. Unless you're already at 20 in that ability.
Well, I mean, you can either do two, like put +2 in one.
Well,
or
what I'm
plus
saying
one.
is that, like, you're guaranteed to increase your ability modifier by +1.
Yeah.
If you have two odd ones, or your highest one is odd and your second high, and you want to put it somewhere else, if your highest one is odd and you're wanting to increase that, then you only have to put 1 point there, and you could put 1 point somewhere else, and you could end up increasing two of your things by +1.
Yeah, I have 2 odds.
So, like, as an example, if your dexterity is a 17 or 19 or something like that, and you put a +1 in that, it'll increase that by 1, which increases your damage by 1 on all of your attacks. That increases your attack to hit by 1. That increases your dexterity saves by 1. That increases all of your dexterity-based skills by 1. Like, it just gives you +1 all around on a ton of shit that you use. It gives you a bonus to your AC, an additional +1 to your AC. Like, that's a lot of people. So the thing is that you have to compare an AS. Like, a lot of times you have to compare your ASI as far as what all your ability score increment increases, and compare that toward what you get with the feat. And you already have, like, I've looked into this a little bit. You already have what's considered one of the few feats that is better than an ASI early on, which is Sharpshooter. Because Sharpshooter is just broken.
Sharpshooter's really, really good.
It's really strong.
I would take probably alert if I did it to help with assassinate.
See, the thing is that even if you could take alert, but even increasing your dexterity is also going to increase your initiative is another thing by 1. So, I mean, like, it's up to you, obviously, but just the one thing to keep in mind is just the sheer number of things that get extra bonuses when you do an ASI.
Mm-hmm.
+7. Jesus.
So I've got an 18 in wisdom now, and do I want to increase my strength or my intelligence or my charisma?
That's up to you.
Strength would let me do extra damage. Intelligence, I don't really think I need the extra intelligence, honestly. I don't really use intelligence for anything.
Yeah, I don't think you do either.
So, and I use charisma for a few social situation things, but usually I'm not dealing with social checks. I'm mostly just dealing with, like, person-to-person RP. I mean, sometimes I do social checks, but very rarely. So I think I'm just going to increase my strength. maybe.
We rolling for HP, baby. Here we go.
I mean, if you re-roll ones, then that's a decent. It's not any worse on average.
Damn.
Woo!
You got worse by
Less than-
one. Oh well.
Yep.
So I
That's
have a
like
D8
average.
as wait. Link doesn't. Oh, you're rolling as Link by. Is that?
Link
Uh,
doesn't level
oh,
up.
sorry,
He was just
I know.
rolling
Yeah.
as Link by
Yeah.
accident.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't change it. Does
So how's it going?
Okay, so I get a D8. I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah. So you can roll for your health, or you could take the.
I'm just figuring out because a D8 hit die bonus is at the middle ground is a 5. So 5 plus 3 is 8. So I get additional 8 health. So I go up to 20 or 30, 36. No,
It would be better
37.
for me to roll, right?
it's almost in any case it's going to be
50-50.
equivalent. It's on average the same either way.
Well, I mean, I take the minus con.
It doesn't matter because it's based on you. It's not so
Yeah,
what it
you
is.
take
It's
the minus
either
one to
it's
con.
either
Oh
half your.
wait, you could not be a -1 to con if you ASI your fucking
Constitution,
if
If
you
you
ASI your Constitution. by
and you
one.
will retroactively gain 1 HP for each level before now as well.
Okay,
taking
so how do I do the ASI thing?
So,
So
that's your ability
basically,
score
okay,
increment. So you get
So
either
here at level 4, you get you get 2 attribute points to spend. You can spend them both in one attribute, or you can split it 1 and 1.
but you
all
can't
right?
go above 20.
You can't go above 20. And
Fails.
or you could go get a feat. Up to you. on how you
And
wanna
some
do that.
feats do give you a half ASI. So, but if
Been
you
a
want to
while, I-
increase your, if you put 1 point, I'm guessing your Constitution's a 9, right?
Correct.
So if you put 1 point in your Constitution, it'll go to a 10. You'll gain 3 HP immediately for your past levels, and you will no longer lose HP off of your die roll when you roll for hit points. In addition, but the other thing I was trying to tell you is that when it comes to rolling for hit points, what your Constitution is doesn't matter whether or not you take the die roll or the standard, because the standard is literally just half your die roll rounded up plus your Constitution. So in your case, which is a D10, it would be a 6. So you would get 6 plus your Constitution, which is a -1, so it'd be 5. Or you could roll a D10, and Batman has us re-roll 1s, so that also averages out to 5. So it's really like it's really just whether or not you want to chance it or not, because neither one is necessarily better than the other when you're re-rolling 1s on the die rolls.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and do the.
Okay, so you're putting 1 in Constitution, which brings you to a 10.
Before you
which
put
mean-
1 in, are you wanting to put 1 in anything else, or are you just wanting to put the 1 in Constitution?
Because we'll have a second
Because
point.
there's
that
also
you can,
feats. I think there's a few feats that give you a Constitution bonus as well.
there are a few feats that do give you a Constitution score increase.
So here,
What are those feats?
let me look them up real fast.
Yeah, I got it.
Well, I've got the book open right now. Okay, yeah. So, durable. Okay, so yeah, durable. It would actually be fairly usable for you. Is increase your Constitution score by 1 to a maximum of 20. When you roll a hit die to regain hit points, the minimum number of hit points you regain from the roll equals twice your Constitution modifier, minimum 2. So, so that right there would make it so that whenever you use your second wind,
No.
you minimum 2.
No, because second wind, you aren't rolling a hit die.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, he is.
No, you aren't. You're
Action to
rolling
regain
one-
hit points equal to 1d10 plus your fighter level.
That's not a hit
Oh,
die.
That's not a hit
How do
die.
I multi-class in?
Yeah, rolling a hit die is
20.
spending a hit die from your hit die pool.
Oh,
Yes. Yeah, but that means if you take a short rest, if we take a short rest and you were to be like, okay, I'm going to use a hit die, right? That means that you can't like regain like 1 to 3 hit points.
Well, it would be a minimum of 2. So it's
Yeah.
twice his Constitution modifier, which is a 0 at that point. So it'd be minimum
So do
2.
a minimum of 2.
So which means he just can't roll a 1. He would have
yeah,
to roll.
basically you can't regain 1.
And if we're re-rolling 1s anyway, then on hit dice for those as well, then that's not really helpful for you unless you increase your Constitution even more. Let's see what else.
What else?
RJ, what was your question?
I'm gonna go ahead and take a level in fighter. I'm not gonna go level 4 road.
Okay, taking the first level in fighter.
All right, go for it.
Yeah, I'm waiting until next level to do that.
Yeah, me too.
Rogues don't really get anything at 4th level.
The ASI, dude. Everybody gets. That's what everybody gets at 4th level. Is
Right,
just the
but
ASI.
it doesn't really help me that much. I
Yeah.
would put it in strength and constitution to get both up one, but
You probably want to put it in your dexterity.
I
You want to
might.
get your dexterity to 20 as fast as possible, really, as a rogue.
Okay.
I'm just like as far as like a deeps perspective, that's what you want. 'Cause
Right.
that's going to increase your amount to hit, increase your
he can take
initiative.
resilient.
Yeah, but resilient is he increases he chooses an ability score, which will then increase by 1 to a maximum of 20, and then he gains proficiencies in saving throws using the chosen ability score, which he
you
already has
Yeah, in
because he's a
Constitution.
fighter.
So it wouldn't help him as far as that. He would have to pick something other than Constitution to get a bonus there.
Yeah, I'm just going to do the ASI and do 1 Constitution strength.
Oh, your strength's at an odd too.
I mean,
He could
No, that
tavern
would put
bar.
me
He
at-
could do tavern brawler.
that would put me at 18 strength, which is close to. And my katana deals damage based off of. So if I get that up,
Wait, so what? No, that's what I was asking. Your strength is at an odd number, like it's at a 17 or whatever.
yes.
Okay, well then, yeah, do
Do
1 in
ASI.
strength and 1 in constitution. Like I didn't even realize that. Yeah, go. That's perfect.
Yep. Now I have
So you gain,
Or-
you automatically gain 3 HP, and then you roll. You can either roll or take the average for 4th level.
I'll roll.
Are there any that give
I
wisdom?
did that wrong.
/R 1d8.
Yeah, I'm typing one hand.
All right, RJ, you said you're multi-classing into fighter.
Yep, I'm looking up the rules on multiclassing.
You have to have a strength or a dexterity of 13. So you
Check.
meet the requirements. Check. And that means taking your 1st level in fighter, you get proficiencies with all armors and shields.
Class features, you get
You get light armor, medium armor, shields, simple weapons, and martial weapons.
Yep.
As your
Oh, now he
proficiencies,
uses
and then you get
all-
everything, all the class abilities from level 1. So that would be the
Fighting style.
the fighting style.
What's the type for rolling again?
/R 1d8. Yeah, light
Rip.
armor. Well,
Eh,
you get
I-
2 HP. That's the point of roll. That's why I take the average. Wait. Would it be a D8? No, because you're doing a level in fighter,
you're
right?
a fighter. It's a D10.
it's a
I get a
D10.
D. We get
Oh.
D8s
D10.
because we're a different class.
I just saw him rolling one D8, and I was like, okay, well, you did the script wrong.
Yeah, you have to roll D10.
Yeah, you have to roll D10.
You could just roll your hit die, and your hit die would roll it for you, basically.
Yeah,
Because your hit
basically.
die's a D10 plus your Constitution modifier anyway.
Well, you have to re-roll that because it's a 1.
roll again.
I'm fine.
So less than
Holy
average.
three
Stop
below
rolling.
average. That's hilarious.
Rip.
Why do you always bitch about your rolls? Why are you rolling on HP?
So that way I get the low rolls on something
You
like
do
this. and I get
not
the better rolls
re-roll.
on
You do not
combat.
want to take
Do
your
I
bad
get
rolls
the
on this.
saving
This is the
throws
most
as
of
well?
like that's like
The
take. Oh my
proficiency in
goodness.
saving throws?
Yes.
No. You
No?
get
Yeah.
whatever whatever proficiencies is listed in the multi-classing proficiencies is what you get from multi-classing into that class. Everything else is left alone.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yep. So you get proficiencies with light armor, medium armors, shields, simple weapons, and martial weapons, which means now you're proficient with using a longbow, which means you can go take that if you want.
Yes.
You can buy that
Now
from
and
the
that I'm a
then-
treasury.
first level
And then
fighter.
you also get all your class features for being a level 1 fighter.
So I'm gonna take my fighting style is gonna be archery.
Yep.
Using
That would-
bows.
That would be probably a good idea. And since this is a level up, you get your hit dice for being a fighter. So
Fighter.
one D10 plus your Constitution modifier, or 6 plus your Constitution modifier. Up to you.
You know I'm fucking rolling it, baby.
All right, 1D10.
I could take observant, which increases my passive wisdom and passive intelligence, passive perception and passive investigation by 5 apiece. And I can lip read. And I get the wisdom increase, but I wouldn't get the strength increase or anything like that.
Roll that shit. I
Oh,
want to see
dude,
this
I got
roll.
I'm putting in second wind. Chill out.
Oh yeah, you also get second wind, which is gonna be weird for you because it's only gonna give you 1d10 plus your +1
Plus
right
one.
now. But as you go, I'm assuming you're gonna go to at least a second level fighter, which is what you're going for, like action surge. 'Cause action surge is dumb.
Maybe- I don't know. Maybe eventually I'll take second level. But I'm probably
Yeah,
gonna take
I
first
mean,
level
going up to
first.
second level fighter isn't a bad thing. Ever.
Fuck! I should have started out as a fighter, not started out as a cleric.
Yeah.
Does the martial
Because you don't get the
archetype
heavy armor.
You get heavy armor if you go Path of the Forge cleric.
Yeah.
What was your
Well, I
question,
mean,
RJ?
like a multi-class Ninja fighter doesn't give you
Oh, shit.
heavy armor.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't give you heavy armor. The martial archetypes. I mean, I don't think there's a martial
Improved
archetype.
critical.
Yeah, champion might be a decent archetype for you.
No, improved critical would be what I'd want.
Yeah,
that's-
that's
oh,
what I'm
that is
saying.
champion
You have to
archetype.
go up to a third level fighter.
Yeah, but then at that point I would just go fourth level eventually.
Yeah, and then go fifth
I'm not
level
gonna
for
do
the
all
extra.
that now.
Yeah, I was gonna say eventually. I was gonna say if you're gonna go to third level fighter, you might as well stick in fighter until you're fifth level, so you get the extra attack.
God.
I'm not gonna.
No, that's not true because you don't get bonus attack. You don't get your sneak attack damage on bonus attacks during attack attack
Yeah,
round.
you only get.
Yeah,
once
but
per
it
round.
still increases his DPS overall.
He could probably increase his DPS by more by putting an extra level in rogue because he has to get to a certain point before he gets his death strike and stuff like that.
Yeah, like you have to realize that the more you put points you put into fighter, the less points you can put into rogue, which will stunt your overall like one-shot damage.
You
I
may be a
think
one
three
shot.
levels in. I think honestly, 3 levels in fighter is as far as you can possibly feasibly go. Because I think Death
The
Strike
only
is
reason
a
why you
level
would go to the
17
fourth level
skill.
is I think the only reason why you go to the fourth level is to get the additional ASI, but you get tons of ASIs from fucking rogue anyway.
Yeah, because I think Death Strike is a level 17 ability from your rogue archetype.
Yeah.
So real unfortunate there.
All right. And then slash roll. D10. Well, all right, that's fine.
So 5
I
plus whatever
might-
your Constitution modifier is.
0.
I might actually take a feat that doesn't increase my wisdom. I might take heavily armored so I can go get heavy armor.
All right, I'm all done.
Yep.
Okay. So Sam's done. Connor, are you done?
Yeah, I'm already done.
Okay. RJ's done. Darian, you're done, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, been done.
I'm the only one
Alright.
left. I think.
Okay.
It bothers me so much that heavily. Well, I'd have to increase my strength anyway to get a full plate. I'm pretty sure. Let me check full plate real fast. Full plate requires.
I
15
ASI'd this level, so that
okay.
means at 8th level I'm going to be getting Great Weapon Master instead.
Okay, so yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take the heavily armored feat, which increases my strength by 1.
It gives you access to
and
heavy
I
armor.
give access to heavy armor.
Okay.
Damn it.
I has this spell now.
That is just a wall of text. What the hell? Oh, detect thoughts. Okay.
And I got my 5th cantrip. Huzzah.
Huzzah. My armor class is now a 17, and I'm not even wearing armor.
Which I has prestidigitation.
Yay.
Best cantrip ever. And then I replaced I took shield out for mage armor because I'll have a constant 16 AC instead of a one-time 18 AC.
Well, the idea is that shield is is a reaction, whereas mage armor is static.
Yeah,
So for the
I
next
would cast it right before battle anyway.
so for the next 8 hours you'd have a 16 AC, right? As opposed to like at one point, like
It's only lasts for an action. That's the problem.
no, the casting time is an action. The duration is 8 hours.
No, not shield.
Oh yeah, shield. But like
Shield
here's the
is what-
thing.
it's
So
only for
yes,
one
I
round.
understand that, but like you're the sorcerer, you sit in the back and you do damage. You're not supposed to be in the front. So if anything gets back to you, it's like everybody else has already failed in their jobs or they're already dead. So I mean, the one time like oh shit moment for bonus AC might be better than just having. But we'll find out soon enough.
I mean, I can change it out.
Yeah, we'll find out soon enough. Mage armor is always a good thing. I usually always take both. But that was because I always was the frontline fighter. Like blade singers with shield and mage armor are retarded.
And then
Yes.
I have charm person as well.
So okay, so we have 1,275 gold pieces.
Well, I need the thing is I need heavy armor now.
Heavy or full plates 1,000.
Is 1,500.
I need a new sword.
So I'm thinking about maybe talking with the church as far as like something I can do to get it from them.
Full plates 1,000 if you can talk down a traitor. Which is possible
Either
if
way,
somebody
that
has
would
good
put a
persuasion.
sizable fucking dent in our treasury for just one person.
Yeah, that would leave us with 200 gold pieces, but I think RJ all he wants out of the party treasury would be what? A longbow?
And maybe armor.
Oh, well, I mean, what armor are you wearing right now?
Light armor. Fucking whatever.
Well, the
leather
thing is,
armor.
you have to remember that if you take medium armor, you are limited to a +2 in your dexterity for everything.
Oops.
Yep. So the best you can go to is studded leather armor rather than leather armor, which will give you an additional +1 to your AC.
Cool.
Which studded leather armor is not even that fucking expensive. It's like 20 gold pieces.
45.
Yeah.
It's still not bad. Like that's reasonable enough to deal with.
Yeah,
The only
like-
plate armor is just really fucking expensive.
Because of what it provides you.
Yeah.
Gives you a static 18 AC, and then you can take a shield, which gives you 20. Which is disgusting. And a longbow's 50 gold pieces.
Like if we can't afford plate mail right now, I could just go with splint, which gives me 1 less. Which is still
Is
be
it
good.
nighttime right now?
It is.
Yes. It's like that early morning nighttime.
Oh,
like
Wilson, do
3
you have
in
a
the
strength of
morning.
15?
Yes, I have a strength of 16. I had a strength
Okay,
of 15
good.
beforehand.
Okay, good. So
I'm gonna go
45
get
gold
a,
pieces.
longbow at the 5-finger discount, I think.
It is nighttime. You could go try and steal
Yeah.
your way into a longbow.
You could if you want to. Do you want to do it?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do once we resume.
I mean, we can resume right now if you want.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
everybody
just
else is
typing stuff
figuring
in. I'm
stuff out.
done. Like I've already got
Yeah.
my shit figured out.
All right. So RJ, you
Hold on, I'm gonna pull RJ into another room real fast.
Oh, okay.
What? What?
I don't know. This is weird.
I have no idea. Anyway, so well, while they're discussing whatever they're discussing, Darian, Chris, are you doing anything within your holy
Within my what?
Within the
your whole-
church? No.
within the church?
No.
I'm gonna ask around to see if there's anything I can do to potentially earn myself some branded plate that's emblazoned with like full plate that's emblazoned with the symbol of Kalemvor.
So go around and see if you can find plate mail.
Not so much find it as much as I mean I would like to find it like yes, but like the big thing is I need to figure out if there's never mind. Batman got pulled away.
Rip.
Secrets.
What time do you have to get ready for work, Darian?
Well, I have to leave by 3.
Okay. Because I know, because Sam was asking about it. Because we have girlfriend and best friend from Lafayette here, and they're getting bored.
Well, sucks to suck.
Yeah.
Like, this was a predetermined weekend that we were gonna play this game. I mean, Sam probably should have planned accordingly.
Like if fucking RJ can fucking play in the car on the way back from another D&D campaign.
Yeah, I know.
And his girlfriend that he's living with, that he never sees anymore because she works those stupidest hours as a nurse, is fine with it, then they can be too.
Okay, so I have 37 hit points.
I mean, honestly, we could end it here. It's a good spot to end at.
It looks like
honestly.
at this point we're not doing any like sort of combat or anything like that. We're just like wrapping things up and figuring out what we're gonna do next time, kind of things. Like if I do a quest to get myself some like proper plate armor as opposed to splint. If I can't, like, I mean, the thing is that like maybe we could talk down and like, but I'd want literally unanimous the party to be okay with me going for plate armor, because that's as I said, that's a huge dent in the party treasury.
And to even be able to afford it, somebody would have to talk down the
Yeah.
trader, which would require a pretty significant persuasion check.
Yeah.
Well, I
Otherwise,
mean,
I'll just go with the splint, which is, while it is one less, the extra one from splint to plate puts me from 19 to 20.
Okay,
well,
sorry
I
about
have
that.
This, so I can get the advantage.
Sorry, Sam pulled me away. You're gonna go around and ask about Playmail, right?
You. So yes, I would like to ask around to see if there's a way that I could procure plate mail from as a church member and a protector of the faith.
Okay. Roll investigation to see if you can go around to everybody and. Would you like your Reaper to be assisting you?
If he's willing.
Yeah,
to help.
I would assist him, so it means you get advantage.
So I'll roll again. That's a little better.
Yeah, it's a tad bit better. As you two are walking around, people have begun to speak your names, Chris and Darian, because Chris, they've heard of your miraculous ability of putting children back in wombs and healing, like a prophet, and of the great cleaver of demons known as Darian.
We're making a name
as
for ourselves
Rogar.
within the church. Nice.
I mean, you two. I mean, you're starting to get some, some
I
presence.
just want
there
to
at the
change my
church.
title from a shepherd and his title from a reaper to the shepherd and the reaper.
The Reaper.
But I'm not the Reaper. I'm the Treasurer.
You're the
You're-
treasuring Reaper.
You are the treasurer of Lord Graven. You are the reaper of Lord Kalemvor.
I am the Treasurer of Draxus Estates and Company. Because I feel like that's what he's about to turn it into.
Come on. No, I'm kidding.
Are we
No, not the,
Acquisitions
the-
Incorporated now?
Yeah.
The great Drax's Villa.
That's
We should
basically
come
what
up.
it is.
I guess we already kind of have an adventuring party name because we're part of the Iron Wall, but like we should have our own party name at some point. We should
We're
work on
Task
that.
Force Alpha. That's what we are.
You're A team.
We are a team.
Dun,
Where's
dun,
the-
dun, dun, dun,
Anyways,
dun,
back to
dun.
the point. So, as you guys are going around, a fellow shepherd and Reaper actually approach you guys. The Reaper doesn't say anything at all. He's just dead quiet, kind of looking down. You know how he feels. Darian, you just like, I'll just be quiet. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
The shepherd, though, approaches you, Chris.
Hello, brother.
Fellow shepherd. He puts his arm out to greet you.
I take it, brother.
I hear you did a miraculous thing, putting a child back into the womb.
I was
Ow.
just doing the best that I could to preserve a life that was not meant to be taken.
You did it well. I had a dream of one of us that would do something miraculous, and I would give to them something that would be well earned and honored. I was recently approached by a company to investigate a mine in the north, not too far away. As you know, that a lot of companies who took care of mining and outside resources got cut off when the time bubble occurred.
Yes, of course.
Well, we must reclaim those places once more so we can reestablish a trading outpost. Well, I was tasked originally to take care of this, but I hear that some of our brothers who once lived back then fought there at the mine, and they may have left some treasure there, and possibly something that might interest you. And I
Oh.
wish to grant this to you.
Well, I thank you kindly, sir. And brother, I will do my best to make sure that those artifacts are recovered for our church.
I hope you do. Go with my prayers, my friend.
And you
Let's
go
see.
with Clemvor.
He departs from you with his Reaper at his side. So you have now been tasked to go to the mine in the north to see if you can recover some artifacts for the church, but also to reclaim the mine for some companies.
All right, cool.
So that's
in
what
the
you guys
m-
were able to find out.
In the meantime, I would like to spend out of my personal gold, not out of the party treasury. Out of my personal gold, I'm going to spend 75 gold to buy some chainmail armor.
Okay.
As a replacement for my scale mail, which will
Okay.
put me that. Hold on, what was that again? It was 16 AC plus my shield, which is 2 AC, so I go from 15 to 18 AC.
Cool.
And I am down to 1 gold piece to my personal treasury.
How much gold would it take to buy a pickaxe?
Pickaxe? Like a
Oh,
pickaxe.
they're not that cheap, but they're also not that expensive. They're like,
Well, it depends
like
on what type of pickaxe we're talking. We're just talking-
a mining pickaxe.
Like a simple
Well,
mining
there
pickaxe would
are
probably be like-
multiple types of mining pickaxes. I mean, if you're talking like generic, like some steel pickaxe.
a miner's
far as
pick is two
2
gold pieces
from the player's handbook.
from the player's handbook. So a miner's pick is 2 gold pieces. Like I said, not
A
that cheap, but
war
also not
pick-
that expensive.
A war pick is 5.
Yeah, a
Which
war
you would be
pick-
able to use as a miner's pick, but it's more durable and is able to deal with. It's sharper usually.
Okay. I will then ask the dwarves suggestion. What would you suggest for mining either mithril or adamantium?
not that kind of miner's pick. That's going to require something of the same usage.
Expensive.
I mean, if you're just getting the ore, like he's not shaping it. Shaping it's the tarred part. Getting the ore is
Yeah.
not that bad.
Yeah, no, to obtain ore.
I mean, honestly, as long as you're not breaking the ore, because you're not going to break the ore with an iron pick, the iron pick would be fine.
Okay, then
But-
I will get a miner's pick then.
For 2 gold pieces. RJ, are you grabbing stuff from the treasury to go get some equipment? or are
Okay,
you
so
five-finger
I
discounting
have-
that
I
shit?
have
I
scale
think
mail.
I'm gonna. I'll have.
I'm
still have
using-
some gold. I need to take. I actually haven't put mine gold in yet because I haven't. I need to talk to. I need to talk to my criminal contacts to get that.
So while I'm buying the actually I would like to do something while I'm buying that that armor. I would like to actually see if I can trade in my scale mail, which shouldn't be too terribly beat up because it's scale mail as opposed to like plate armor.
Yeah.
Trade it in to see if I can get a discount by turning that in, which scale mail is 50 gold pieces and chainmail is 75. So if I
So,
trade it
but
in, how much
you
would I end up
sell s-
spending?
You sell stuff for 50%.
Yes, so it'd be 25, but I'm not just flat selling it. I'm working a little bit of like kind
I
of
know
persuasion,
you're
but
not.
bartering
I'm
as well.
I'm
Yeah.
just throwing out there.
I'll
So-
let you roll persuasion.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna guess that's just face value then.
Yeah, it's just face value.
right.
He,
That's better than nothing though.
Yeah, you'll get face value. So I'll let you just cut the cost.
So yeah, I have 26 gold instead of 1.
Huzzah!
Yay!
All right. So RJ, you are going to be attempting to 5-finger discount your way through some longbows. I hear.
Oh, I'm gonna sell that Warhammer too for face value. So that's 7.5 gold. So 7 gold plus 5 silver.
Yep.
So
Okay.
33
Alrighty.
and 5 silver.
So you do know of a location that sell or have longbows around. So you just tell me what you're feeling. What are you looking for exactly? Just a standard longbow, or are we looking for something nicer?
Something nicer.
Something nicer. So you know of
Lord
three.
Draxus deserves the best.
You know of 3 locations currently, to your knowledge, in the city that you could obtain a nicer longbow than just a standard one. The first one is with the trading company you're with right now, the Beartooks.
Not ideal.
They're the first.
That'd be less than
The-
ideal.
The second is the other trading family. You did notice that they had some very nice longbows in there because they were elves. I mean, they were an elven family. The Strolls. And the third was Thieves Guild. These are the 3 locations, as your knowledge would tell you, that could have some better longbows that you have pretty quick access, or you could 5-finger your.
I can actually get the rules for heisting shit. Hold on.
We'll do Strolls.
The Strolls? Okay. We'll wait until Chris returns.
Yeah, heisting shit is in
Because
Xanathar's.
Xanathar's Guide to Everything has rules for heists.
Yep,
Yep.
I actually don't have that, so I was going to ask one of you two.
Crime. Yeah, I've got it.
I'm looking it up right now.
Downtime activities. is
1:30.
in- Yep, 1:30.
So you have to. So during a heist, where is it? Crafting item,
123.
carousing, crime. So sometimes it pays to be bad. Blah 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 blah. Resources: a character must spend 1 week and at least 25. He doesn't need to gather information because he already knows the target. The chosen DC could be 10, 15, 20, or 25. Successful completion of the crime yields a large number of gold pieces. It will replace the gold pieces with the item, obviously. To attempt a crime, the character must make 3 checks: dexterity, stealth, dexterity using thieves' tools, and the player's choice of intelligence, investigation, wisdom, perception, or charisma, deception. If none of the checks are successful, the character is caught and jailed. The character must pay the fine equal to the profit of the crime would have earned, and spend 1 week in jail for each 25 gold pieces of the fine. If one,
If only one check is successful, the heist
heist fails,
fails,
but
but
you
the character escapes.
So I
if
have
two
Two
checks,
checks are successful, you partially succeed, netting the character half the payout. Which
Okay.
in this case, it would still be a fail because you can't get half an item.
I would say that it would probably be just like depending on whatever the item is, it's like a value, an item of half that value, basically.
And then
or gold of
if
half
all
that.
3 checks are successful, you earn the full value of the loot, which would be the entire item that you're trying to go get. Now, that's dependent on so you have to set a DC for each one of these checks between 10, 15, and 25.
It's
up to
1
you.
DC for the whole crime, basically. So like you choose
it's-
a
Oh.
DC for all checks.
You choose a DC, yeah, for all the checks. So how hard is this going to be to steal from his target is completely up to you.
So,
It's
RJ,
stealth, perception, and what's the third one?
The third one is your choice of
Well, okay, so
stealth.
it's-
It's stealth, dexterity, stealth, dexterity, thieves' tools, and your
Oh,
choice of intelligence, investigation, wisdom, perception, or charisma, deception.
Okay.
So basically, whichever one's the best of those 3 is the one you probably go with.
Perception is the better one of them.
Okay, so we have to set a DC first, which you can keep private or you can make public. It's up to you.
well, first off, RJ, when you say a nice bow, will be several nice bows in the Strolls. Are you going grand? Are we going just more advanced, or the basic?
Well, how long do I want to spend in jail?
That's up
That's
to
a
you.
good question. That's a good question.
I
I would like to pass inspiration to RJ's
right?
character.
Yeah, you can.
I would like to pass my inspiration to RJ's character.
Oh, what a guy! Right
So
there.
you're inspired.
Okay, and then so we'll go the middle. I'm not going to
Advanced.
Yeah, we'll do advanced.
Okay, so you
First heist will be advanced.
advanced. Okay, you have to make a DC save of 15.
Oh boy.
Okay,
for
so
all-
first you
all
have to make a
3 of those.
stealth check.
Okay, one sec. Now I'm gonna do this as Link. Okay. All this just to steal probably like 100 gold bow or something like that. All right. Oh, that's at advantage. Okay, failed one.
Okay. The next one has to be your thieves' tools check.
Oh, air horn.
Air horn that shit, somebody.
I got it.
Okay, and then you have to choose investigation, perception, or deception.
I'm going to do perception at. Hey, it left too. That's good. We're gonna do perception, and I'm gonna use inspiration. Boy. 24.
Oh, you're lucky.
Okay, if two checks.
Ooh.
Okay, it's partially successful, so he nets half the payout.
Okay,
So-
so RJ, you are starting to get your way in there. Success. You're not the stealthiest individual, but you're able to just pop right in. You're looking around real quick, and you see the bow that you really want. It's in a nice display case. It even has the family name of Strolls written
Real
atop the case.
fast. Real fast. Are the Strolls involved as a rival of him or involved with law enforcement?
Technically, you guys are now rivals.
Oh, I
They're
forgot.
they're the opposite family, trading family of the.
He'll still get the same benefits, but if the target is involved with is a rival or is involved with like a rival, like you have to look up rival rules for
we
that.
kind of messed this up a little, but at the same time not. But go ahead.
Yes, the Strolls would be considered a.
Yeah.
No.
So anyway, so he sees the bow he wants.
Yeah, you see the bow that you want, and it looks beautiful. It really does. Beautiful elven craftsmanship. I mean, everything. Even glows a little bit. Even speaks your name, Traxxas. But then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you see 3 or 4 guards approaching up the stairs towards the location you are, and you panic and you leap, reaching for another bow that looks really nice, but you can't, get into that display case and anything. So you grab the next bow you can and you shoot your way out. You have now obtained a +1 Mastercraft longbow.
+1 bow. Good stuff.
Wait, so it's Mastercraft, not Magic?
No,
it's Mastercraft.
Okay, so that means that you add +1 to attacks, but not to damage.
So they did away with that in 5th edition, but we can make that a.
Oh,
Yeah, they did.
Mastercraft
It's Mastercraft. You get a +1 both.
oh well. Then,
Yeah, technically it's a magic item. You have a +1 bow.
Huzzah. Anyway.
Masterwork they did away with in 5th edition, which
Hey,
makes
you
me,
proficient with it now, baby.
which makes me kind of. But with crime comes complications. So Wayne, I would like you to roll a d8.
What's the really? What?
yes, because they're involved. They are your rival, and so.
Well, that's not as.
Well, the
fun.
thing is that okay. So
I
I want to talk
rolled
about
a
rivals.
six.
I want to talk about rivals real fast because they may be a rival family to the people you're doing business with, but doesn't necessarily make them your rival.
Okay, anyway,
Like,
so
rivals are
roll a
generally
D8.
a character.
I
Not
did.
A group.
I rolled a 6.
You robbed someone who was under a local crime lord's protection who now wants revenge.
Really? God damn it! What's the range of a fucking longbow?
It'll be 600, yeah.
Yeah, a lot.
It's 600 because you have sharpshooters, so you always do max range, so yeah.
And it's a D8
Yep,
yes.
1d8.
plus.
Just put in the magic category or whatever it is 1. There should be
Yeah,
a,
and then
a box
yeah.
for that.
Yeah, there's a magic category box. You can just put the magic bonus as 1.
So yes, at some point they'll want revenge,
Great.
and they will figure it out.
Alright, so I roll for my disguise kit for 15 because I'm gonna go in a low corner and then I'm going to go perform again.
Okay.
There are rules for that as well as downtime activities. Give me a second.
Oh, god damn it.
Bro, I paid fucking like $20 for this book. I want to get my.
I paid $20 for this book as well, I know. It's just, I keep closing the book thinking we're done with it.
Wait, there was downtime activity revisited.
You're gonna be
item,
performing?
carousing, crafting item, crowning,
Mhm.
gambling,
Yes.
pit fighting, relaxation, religious service, research, scribing a scroll, selling magic item, training, work. It might be actually
Oh, I forgot I had those bracers.
the
too.
DMG because the DMG also
Yeah.
has downtime. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, go check the DMG real quick.
So running the game.
Because this is downtimes revisited, which
Yeah.
means
Downtime activities 127 of the DMG.
it could be considered
Damn!
work, but
I think there's one
Plus
specifically
10.
for
Jesus.
downtime activities.
rough.
Roll it
Oh,
again,
shit.
RJ. Oh my god, that was he rolled an 8 and he still hit an 8.
Yeah, because he's got plus 10.
Yeah, because he has his fucking bracers and oh my god.
Oh yeah, the bracers of archery give you plus 2 to damage, right? And plus 2 to hit.
Yep.
I thought it was just one or the other. I couldn't remember. I don't think it was
I
both.
think we'll
I
find
rolled
out.
minimum damage on both.
Both of those
Mm.
rolls.
Holy shit,
Wow,
those are all
what are the
legit
odds?
damage.
And what are the odds on that sneak attack also rolling kind of shit? You rolled minimum on 1 dice on both those sneak attack rolls too. What the fuck?
Damn.
God,
Good
your
hits,
crit,
bad damage.
Your crit will be scary as fuck.
It
30.
gets even scarier when I start adding in my double damage bonuses and shit.
Jesus Christ, these rolls are garbage for damage. Okay, the sneak attack's not as bad on that one at least. But I've rolled a 1, a 1, and a 2 on a D8 for damage. Sometimes
Okay,
I
so
hit
the
a
player's
bad
handbook
damage.
also has downtime activities. Excuse me while I pull out a third fucking source book.
Do you really want to perform, Connor?
Yeah.
Wait,
I want to see what the
Wilson-
actual rules are. I'm
Go for
curious. I'm
myself.
curious.
Wilson, did you?
Well,
look
you
up-
could. You don't always.
No, I know. I run the chance, but I want to.
Wilson, did you
It's
find
part
it?
of my. false
I believe it
identity.
would probably
Oh
fall
yeah,
under.
so bracers of archery is plus 2 on to damage rolls, not ranged attacks.
Yeah.
So not to the attack, but to the damage.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so practicing a profession. So we'll just go with the practicing a profession, which is the expanded version is in Xanathar's. So
Well,
Ooh,
got that one out of the way.
well.
That's a
Good
miss.
thing you got it out of the way, but your damage was good.
All right, we good now.
Still
okay,
plus
so
8,
work. When all
Jesus.
else fails, an adventurer can turn to an honest trade to earn a living. The activity represents characters' attempt to find temporary work, the quality and wages of which are difficult to predict. Resources. Performing a job requires 1 work week of effort. Resolution. To determine how much a character earns, the character makes an ability check, either strength athletics, dexterity acrobatics, intelligence using a set of tools, charisma performance, or charisma using a
Charisma
musical
using
and instrument. Consult the wages table to see how much money is generated according to the total check. 9 or lower, poor lifestyle for a week. 10 to 14, modest lifestyle for a week. 15 to 20, comfortable lifestyle for a week, or 21 plus.
So
comfortable
how much
lifestyle
gold
week
do
per
you
week
wanna
plus
get out of
25.
this?
I really don't care.
Well, I mean, like at this point, because he's got we have access to places for him to stay. Like, so it's not so it basically would be if he makes the check, he just gets however much it would cost to have that lifestyle for that week as wages.
Okay, so I guess it's like modest is where he's living at.
No. The check determines what he gets. So like for example, if he were to roll charisma performance, if he rolls a 20, he gets the cost. He would get the wages enough to support a comfortable
Oh, yeah, I
lifestyle
see
for a
that.
week.
Yeah. Go.
So
Yeah,
it's not.
You're disguised. So now roll.
So roll my performance.
To the total of the check. Yep.
Or whatever, one of those other ones. Like you can choose any
Well,
one of those.
I have performance, and
Okay.
I get advantage on it because I am disguised.
All right.
So go advantage 18.
So 18, you get comfortable
Comfortable.
lifestyle for a week, and comfortable lifestyle is, I think it's 1 gold piece a day. Let me double check. That's player's handbook.
Yeah, I think you're right. So that means for this
Lifestyle
next week.
expenses. So
you'll
was it
get-
comfortable. Is that what you said?
Yep,
Yeah.
comfortable.
Comfortable is 2 gold pieces per day. So if you do this for a full, each day is 2 gold pieces. So for a full week, it'd be 14. Or if we're doing it day by day, then it'd be 2 gold pieces a day. That's how much. you
Yeah,
make.
so it's basically just doing it right now, which would be a day, so you get 2 gold pieces.
There you go.
Work also has complications. Roll a d6.
Oh, no, he has to roll a percentile dice first.
Oh, yeah, you have to roll a percentile die.
So that's
So-
100, right?
Yep, d100.
And if
Yep.
he gets less than
70%.
Okay, nope, never
Nope.
mind. You have to roll a 90 or above.
No, you roll 10 or less.
Oh well, yeah. or
That's how
90 or
percentile
above.
dice works. Is you roll.
Yeah,
roll
if you
under.
roll a fucking like 1 to 10, or you could just say like 90 or above.
Well, 90 or above would be more chances than 1 to 10. 1 to 10 is 10 chances. 90 or above is 11 chances because you go up to 100.
Okay, so you could say 90 to 99 or 91 to 100. It doesn't matter.
It's just
All right,
easier to
boys.
say roll at or under if you roll at or under the number.
All right, anything else? Like you're discussing semantics.
Well,
So-
it could have mattered.
Could have. All right. So you guys have done everything you're looking to do, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait,
well, I
Sam,
still-
did you
I
want
still
me to
have-
do something for you.
Like I only spend an hour of my downtime. I'm gonna look up- I'm gonna-
I mean, if it's available and you want to take the risk,
All right. Do I recall any good katanas around the area for sale?
Oh God.
Hey, Darian, you could go pit fighting.
The 5
I'd
finger.
rather not.
You
It's a death.
do remember katanas at only one location. Location
Okay.
I'm really happy about thieving from. That would be the Beartooks.
Oh. Yeah.
Nope.
I'm not gonna do that.
Right.
That would, if I got caught on that one, not only would I be in jail for fucking ever, but then it would fuck a bunch of other shit up. And I want my dinosaur.
Ray,
Yeah,
you
no,
want
I'm
your
No, a dinosaur.
I'm deciding if I want to
Yeah,
work
I'm fine with-
or.
I do need to go
religious
talk to the
service.
Beartooks though, so I'll do that at some point.
Okay.
can I go do research to find where good veins of ore are?
I mean, yeah, you can.
Okay, what would I roll for that? Or can I just like go to a?
Or if you want, you could ask, me to assist you so you get advantage.
Okay, I'm making an announcement. I'm gonna go find where good ore is. Anyone want to help?
Well,
I
there
will help.
should
I mean-
be some good ore in the mine that we're going to be going to soon enough.
I didn't know whether we were all privy to that conversation.
Yeah, well, this is a good
So-
chance for us to let you know. Is hey, we actually just got contracted to go check out a mine. There's a very good chance that quality ore would be in a mine.
Anyone want to help me mine some?
I mean, I'm a big, strong barbarian lad. I'm pretty sure I can help you.
I'm a big barbarian man.
I am
Oh,
dwarf. I
God.
will show you what real mining looks like.
Yeah, here's a dwarf. So the good question is, do you guys wish to continue investigating the coven and trying to dispatch them before you depart for the mine, or are you going to go straight to the mine?
No, we probably should finish up our stuff with the witches because the witches are probably either going into hiding further, which means they're going to be harder to find, or they're going to get pissed and just start indiscriminately killing people.
Yeah, let's go find some witches.
Jesus Christ, Clay.
Okay, that was fascinating to see that.
I
So you guys are going to continue to hunt the correct?
Yes.
yes.
All right.
We
So,
all have 1 day of downtime though. If other people want to do one downtime thing, because clearly,
I did my one day.
yeah, he did his 1 day.
So-
I
Darian,
need to go talk to the Beartooks then, real quick.
So like RJ did his heist. Connor did his job. That leaves the Reaper, the Shepherd, and the Samurai, and the Mage.
I guess my
Well,
first
the mage
question
is doing his
is,
own thing.
I guess my first question should be is, do I even know what these ores look like?
You can
do some
ask your
research.
dwarf.
You
Yeah.
could do research if you would like as a
Or that.
downtime activity.
You could do research, yes.
Let's do research. I want to know more about this ore so that way I can get the good shit, get good gear from it.
Research. Okay.
Darren, just lead.
Yeah, so typically a character needs access to a library or a sage to conduct such research. Assuming such access is available, conducting research requires 1 work week of effort or a day.
I mean, I'm going to assume what could be easily considered a mining trader's town, so I'm pretty sure with the research I'm looking for will be available.
Yes,
Okay,
but the thing is that libraries are not necessarily open to the public.
Yeah.
Okay, Do we have a library nearby, and is it open to the public?
If not, there is a cost expenditure for this.
Yeah.
From what your knowledge has, Sam, with this area, you don't know if there is a library that is open to the public or not open to the public.
Okay, what would I need to do to figure that out?
You'd have to go investigating around. That'd take like an hour of your time to like talk around, ask.
Okay. I'm going to assume you want an investigation.
Yeah.
Yes.
So before you.
Hey!
Never mind.
Yeah, you actually find out that there is a library that doesn't cost a thing to get into. They're very stingy about their books. So it'll take your whole entire day to do this research.
Okay.
I am
This
perfectly
is going to be an intelligence check, but you can increase your chances of the check by spending 100 gold pieces to give you a +1.
I do not have 100 gold pieces,
So,
so
intelligence. I had to save a check, so just roll straight intelligence, not from the save chart. Well, I guess it doesn't matter because they're both zeros, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so a 9. A 9, you learn 1 piece of lore.
All right, so this piece of lore you've learned.
It has to be truthful.
Yes, of course. Why would I lie? I mean,
I'm just saying, like, just so we can't dick them, it specifically states that this 1 piece of lore has to be a truth about whatever he was researching.
so you're trying to figure out where exactly, what exactly were you researching again? That? Okay, well, I mean, I can make that work.
Oh well, yeah. I should have gone with. You have to declare what the focus of the research is. So
Well,
what were you
yeah.
researching?
the focus of the research is
Mining rare ores.
yeah, pretty much mining availability, locations, what it looks like, that sort of deal. Because I'm going to
if you're
assume
looking
that
for
my
rare
character
ores, you
being
should
No,
go
no,
on
no, no, no,
specify
you
rare
misunderstand. Now, mining is a general focus. What is the focus? Like, were you trying
What's
to find
the
mithril ore? Are
exact-
you trying to find adamantine ore? Are you trying to find?
okay.
Like,
you have
I
to-
guess
Do you have
I-
something very specific in mind?
I guess the first question should be, and this is more out of game because I'm not aware of what is considered the toppest of top tier in this particular lore.
you're
Is it adamantium over mithril or mithril over adamantium?
Mithril's
Mithril's-
over oath.
Well, mithril's not very good for weaponry. I'll tell you that.
For weaponry, for certain things, it's good.
Here, let me
Others-
look up the descriptions for both of them real fast for an like
Adamantine's actually really good. As far as metals go for armor and weapons.
So adamantine armor is armor reinforced with adamantine, one of the hardest substances in existence. While you're wearing it, any critical hit against you becomes a normal hit. That's what adamantine armor is as far as DMG. There's no rules for adamantine weapons. And mithril, that's T's too far. Mithril is mithril armor. There's no rules for mithril weapons in here. Is light, flexible material. A mithril chain shirt or breastplate can be worn under normal clothes. If the armor normally imposes disadvantage on dexterity stealth checks or has a strength requirement, the mithril version of the armor does not.
So basically, mithril armor is like super lightweight. Adamantine armor is like, you can't hurt me.
Yeah, adamantine armor is hard. Mithril is light.
Okay, I am in this with the mindset of making a weapon out of it. So
Yeah. In the mindset of a weapon, there's not actual rules written
Yeah.
for it. I would say adamantine would be your better bet because there are 3.5 and Pathfinder equivalents for adamantine weapons that we can equivalate to this game if we wanted to.
Yeah. Or we could
Okay.
also just think of it as like one does more damage, the other one's easier to attack as well. Because a
That's what
lighter
I was
weapon
gonna
would be
do.
easier to attack with. A harder weapon would be easier to deal extra damage with. That's
Or-
the easiest way
Basically,
to do it.
like in Pathfinder, right? Adamantine weapons negated adamantine armor is basically how that worked. And then mithril weapons were like lighter weight and easier to enchant.
Okay, well, let's go with the adamantine then because I now have the mentality of eventually porque no los dos. So end up getting one of each.
Oh, one of each. I was about to say it's like you can't make one of both. Like I mean I guess that you could make an alloy, but I don't know how well that would work.
Okay, so
yeah, no,
that
I'm
was the
gonna
focus of the
eventually do-
research. So he gets one true statement about like a person, place, or thing, equivalated to his research.
Yes. Yes. So the thing you do know, you recognize what ore looks like.
So now you know exactly what it looks like.
'Kay.
Okay, there you go. Boom, done. That was your research.
Research.
Yeah. Okay. So Reaper and
I ain't doing shit. I'm praying.
There's
sorry,
I mean there's
how do you
rules
go?
for that.
He's trying to pray the taint away.
Yeah.
I need this arm like fixed yesterday, please.
Because if you want to pray, there's actually rules for religious service as well. As a downtime
Yeah,
activity.
there is, but I'm not gonna do it as a downtime activity. I'm just gonna pray.
I mean that's literally just a downtime activity. Like all you
You
do is
mo great, I
literally
fight
just
cow.
like it doesn't have any costs or anything like that associated with it. You just make a roll, which is literally just your either your persuasion
Charisma,
or
persuasion, or an intelligence religion
Religion.
check. Watch me fail this. Oh
I mean,
shit! I get
Hey-o!
2 favors from the church. Okay. What the fuck was that? Okay. Resolution at the end of the required time. The total of the no effect. Wilson. Your efforts to fail to make a lasting impression.
No effect.
No.
Okay.
Okay, so
Reaper walks in.
okay, so a favor in broad terms is a promise of future assistance from a representative of the church. It can be expended to ask the temple for help in dealing with a specific problem, for general political or social support, or to reduce the cost of a clerical spellcasting by 50%.
it can also be
A
expended
favor
on-
can also take the form of a deity's intervention, such as an omen, a vision, or a minor miracle, provided at a key moment. I get 2
Okay.
of those.
You get 2 of them. I have put that in your character sheet. I have it written down.
And as far as the minor miracles and stuff like that go, that's at your discretion, and you expend those. Batman.
Yeah.
So I'm
He
gonna
can
put
expend it at the
down, I'm gonna
church.
put down 2 favors from praying. There you go. It's in my bio section.
And I think that's everybody.
That's everybody. Okay, so you guys are gonna deal with the coven, right?
Well, we're gonna attempt to, but I've only got 30 minutes.
Yeah,
so
I think
if we
that's a
wanna
good-
wrap
this is
it
a
up
good
here.
place to
This
stop.
would be actually a decent stopping point.
Yeah. I would say let's stop here. Let's wrap it up, and we will continue on.
Next
Probably Tuesday is what I'm going to be shooting for. Is that cool with everybody?
That works best for me.
Let me check.
Tuesday, maybe. I have to check my schedule tonight.
All right, check your schedule tonight. Everybody who hasn't put in the information of what this week and the weekend would be a good time to do it, put it in there, and we'll find a good time.
I won't know until tomorrow during work when Julie tells me when.
Okay, then that's as soon as you can put it in. That's fine. Oh, by the way, I had forgotten to tell you because we'll have to add this to the spreadsheet, treasurer. Since you guys have been working for the Iron Wall, you actually do get paid by the Iron Wall.
Oh shit, we do.
Yeah, you do actually get paid by the Iron Wall company. It's just since you've been separated from them, your payments have been kind of building up over time. You get paid a total of 10 gold each by week.
And how many weeks have we been separated from our paychecks?
You've been separated for the past 3 months.
Okay, so that's 28 weeks? No, sorry, 21 weeks.
So
Yeah.
200
Wait.
gold.
Okay, so it's 3 months
Per person.
times
Per
4
person.
weeks, so 12 weeks times
Mhm.
10 gold, so 120 gold per person. And
Yep.
since that's distributed to each of us individually, we might as well just put that on our personal account.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're gonna put that in your personal golds. So
Yeah, I was broke as shit. Now I actually have.
Yeah.
So
So, because currently you guys hold you guys currently hold the ranks of like sergeant, around that rank in the Iron Wall company, because you've been doing like amazing feats for the Iron Wall. Supposedly. I'm just kidding.
I mean, I feel like we've probably made the most progress of any single Iron Wall division in literally history.
Yeah, probably.
Like
I
the
mean,
last
there
1,000
are-
years.
There are other Iron Wall groups or dispatches like you guys that have been occasionally, started going into the Iron Wall because you've opened the way. So there are others like you now, and you may run across them. You don't know.
Let's hope we do, because that'd be nice.
Cough, cough. Darian, your handkerchief. What?
Cough, cough. Please no.
It's already coming, dude.
All right. Well, if that's gonna be it, then
Yeah, I'll be it. So
I went from
that's where we end for today, folks.
I went from a 14 AC to an 18 AC in one level. That's pretty nice. That's the reason why I took the extra armor, because like I have a -1 to my dexterity, so anything that's less than heavy armor, I actually take penalties.
Yeah.
But if I go to heavy armor, it doesn't take into consideration dexterity at all. So I get +1 directly from that, and then I get plus whatever the difference is between my current armor and my past armor.
Nice.
Very nice.
So when is everyone buying Sea of Thieves?
Right now.
Oh, okay. I might put it on the back burner a little bit, simply because like I just wrecked my fucking car. So
Yeah, no, I figured
like,
that
I'm
was the
basically not buying anything over like food and stuff for a little while at least, before I figure out whether or not I need to like actually be really, really saving my money. Because I've also got shit to do for like student loans and shit as well, which really sucks.
So is it just like we all act as captains and float around the sea killing shit?
You're pirates, yes, and you can share a ship, or you can have your own ship, or and you go around. There's PvP. There's ship to ship combat. There's boarding combat. And it's all seamless, like because you're on board the ship, and if you're piloting the ship, you can like ram into ships and stuff like that. And people on board the ship are actually the ones that are aiming cannons. You can go ashore to get treasure chests and stuff like that. You can watch up there are plenty of videos online of people playing the beta. The only
it looks cool.
the only drawback of the game right now is that there's no real progression beyond higher level maps and stuff like that. But like there's very little semblance of like your character doesn't actually get any stronger.
This is you're going around raiding.
Yeah,
shit.
you could get some cooler like cosmetics and stuff like that for spending gold, but that's about it.
Is it through Steam, I'm assuming?
No, Microsoft Store.
Oh, really? It's directly
Yes.
Microsoft.
Also, for anybody who is a Age of Empires fan, they have released an HD remaster for Age of Empires.
The first one or the second one?
The first one.
Okay, I was about to say the second one's been out for a while.
Yeah, no, the absolute first. Get the Age of Empires site directly. It's not that nature. I think it's only about like.
All right. Well, I'm gonna close up my stream. So anybody that's watching, thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching,
See you on
guys.
Tuesday, I guess. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Question mark.
Yeah. Question mark. Hopefully. I dropped a lot of fucking frames today. Huh.
I didn't.
Well, I mean, like, there's no reason why I should be dropping frames. My fucking internet's supposed to be 75 up, 75 down, and my mom doesn't want to fucking call that in and say, hey, what the fuck? Because we have the gold package, and the gold package, I've looked it up, is 75 megabits up, 75 down, and we're not getting that. We're getting, like, maybe 15 up, 15 down.
And
Yeah,
If you
if
call
you're paying for a service that like you're
I can
not
understand. It's
getting
like,
the-
oh, it's up to. It's like, yeah, but I'm, like, when I'm paying for up to 75, I'm going to guess that, like, at least half of that is at least reasonable to expect.
yeah. Yeah.
I should be getting the full thing the majority of the time.
I should be getting like 90 to 94% of the like majority of the time.
And during off hours, we should be getting full speed.
Yeah. you should
On
be-
hour, like heavy hours, we should be getting at least 75%. Really.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, that's the stream.